Hello, Krabic. Thank you so much for the attendance. How you doing? I haven't seen you in a bit. I'm good. I'm at my Airbnb. I'm at TwitchCon EU. Yo! Dude, how is TwitchCon? Mr. Gigazoid, hello. Thank you so much for the attendance. Private Beans, hello. Thank you so much for attendance. How you guys doing? We picked up tickets and stuff today, and tomorrow's like fully started to meet up with some friends today. Yo! Dude. Completely forgot that TwitchCon was happening. That's awesome. I hope we have a great time. Good, so unpacking from a family trip. Fair, fair. Was the trip good? We drove for 18 hours, so my mom and her boyfriend drove in shifts. Yo. Dude, I haven't done, like, a road trip where, like, we drove for a bajillion hours in years. Never still to come. Because of Sim is flying and we wanted to have the car with us. Fair enough. Moms and guns. And a really cool thing this year is on the badges, there's a QR code that links to your Twitch. Oh? And what does that do? Oh, so that people can scan it so that you can, like, follow each other. Like that kind of thing? Because that's cool. Nice. That is pretty cool. Crazy for them to do that, though, because that's a lot of, like, unique badges. Jupiter, hello! Thanks so much for your attendance! How you doing? Embra. I don't think we have those here. And so far, they've done amazing accommodating wise. That's awesome. Yippee. Bombs and guns. Waiting in line, I just show my badge and get in like 10 to 15 minutes before everyone else. That is pretty cool. That is very, very nice. Okay, I think the ad played. Yeah, that might be a little bit overboard with the packing. I would agree with that. Hello! How's everyone doing today? Sorry I didn't really stream last week and also didn't stream on Thursday. Like last week I had like the I'm alive! Hello! Where have you been? That's such a good question. So obviously I had that short stream because I had to go to a dentist appointment. And then I went live on Friday. And something happened on Saturday, and I don't remember what. Saturday I was working. Saturday I had to work. And then Sunday I was, like, so tired that I did not want to go live. Basically. And then I didn't go live yesterday, because, the last episode of my podcast is coming out Sunday. And so I was like, I need to get this all edited. All done. Because then that way I can relax for the rest of the weekend. Which I did. I'm just waiting on a friend to send me some lines, and then it's, like, completely done. Yeah, it is, except that someone hasn't sent me lines. It got finished yesterday. It's completely done. Except that I don't have some of the lines. Also, there are limited bag sizes where it's max of A4 paper size. Wait. Really? Huh. I guess I can excuse you being absent for a very good reason. Sigh. Maybe it's just a bit overpacking. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so, like, it's, like, edited, like, even, like, the sounds and everything like that. Like, I literally just need to plop in lines. Unfortunately, I have messaged this person twice, and they have not replied. So I'm kind of getting nervous. Because, this is the person who also, last time I asked him for lines, didn't give them to me until the day it was supposed to come out. And then it didn't go out that day because I was not home. So I'm nervous. Where I kept thinking I had missed you, was worried for my streak. I am being fully parasocial, exploding with my mind. No, I need the lines! The crazy part is that they messaged me and were like... And we're like, oh my god. We're like, I'm getting them to you the end of tonight. And I was like, this is perfect. That was 3 days ago. It's okay. We're okay. I bought a full-size backpack and they didn't care. That's kind of funny. That's kind of crazy that they're like, oh, your backpack can only be this size. Like, I've never gone to a convention where they, like, have a bag limit. Like, size limit. Yeah. I was actually worried I was gonna have to work this Saturday as well. But I'm not. So surely I'm able to stream today, tomorrow, and the next day. I don't know what I'm gonna be streaming. I'm gonna be streaming, like, I'm streaming today, Scarlet Hollow. We're playing episode 4. Tomorrow will probably be early knitting time, maybe. I don't know. And probably early knitting time, because, I've asked my mother if she wants to go to a knitting cafe that recently opened up. And I haven't asked my father this yet, but I kind of want to go see the Backrooms movie with my dad. So hopefully what happens is I'm able to stream in the morning for like 2 hours. And then my mom and my dad and I'll go to the movie theater. My mom just chills somewhere for like 2 hours. My dad and I watch a movie, and then we go to the knitting place. And have a coffee there. And then come back home. Hopefully. We'll see what happens, though. And then Sunday, I have realized that I have a gift card for a yarn store that I have not used. And I've had this gift card for 2 years. So, hopefully I'm going to go to this yarn store. And then I'm going to a new knitting club. So, Sunday is the day that I don't know if I'm streaming or not, but I probably will in the morning. Most cons in the States have a size limit for bags, but it's not super common unless it's a popular kind of one that's been targeted before. Yeah, the States is also, like, where I'm nervous bringing a bag into concerts, because a lot of concerts there, you have to have a clear bag. I don't own one of those. Did I watch a show / somewhat enjoy it? Yes. Did it also fill me with rage? Yes. Oh, what did we watch? You know what I watched right before stream? Hey guys, so there was this anime that my brother recommended to me like a while ago, called Fright, which I know is like a really popular anime. A lot of people like this anime. I did not watch it. I watched the first 2 or 3 episodes. Oh my god. Everyone was correct. Everyone is so right. Everyone is so correct about it. Oh my god. Also, first of all, one, it's not an isekai. Thank god, okay? Just, it's a fantasy. This is amazing. Second, can we talk about how, like, the 1,000-year-old elf, even though she is short, is not drawn like a child, and doesn't sound like a child? Because when she talked for the first time, I was like, oh my god. Like, I've been so conditioned in fantasy anime to seeing, like, short women who are thousands of years old, like, just look like a child, sounds like a child. And she doesn't. She just sounds like... She sounds like a fully grown woman. She just happens to be short. It's amazing. You guys don't understand. Hi, Sammy. Kim's convenience store. It's good, but hey, guys, these parents need to be sedated. Also, I'm watching Apocryphy Diaries of Spy because... What did Danny Mamata do? Better not be talking about the Omegaverse without me. I'm not. Trevor MC sounds like an adult. W? Dude. Actually. Dude. I was actually... Okay, and then... Okay, and here's the other thing. Here's the other thing. Here's the other thing. Is that she ends up, like, mentoring this child. Again, this is, like, episode 2. This is not spoilers. She ends up mentoring this child. The child is, like, not sexualized. None of the characters are sexualized. No one makes any sexualized jokes. Do you understand how, like... Anyway. You want to let us disclaimer? I just dislike him. Oh. I think he's kind of funny. But you're allowed to just dislike people. It's something cancelable as far as I know. I don't think so. You're allowed to just not like his humor, not like someone. You don't have to justify it. You're good. You don't just, if you don't like him, you don't like him. That's fine. Whatever. Yeah. Yeah. So, Fright, highly recommend. Also, it's beautifully animated. For, like, no reason. And it's really slow. You know what I mean? Like, it's not trying to be an action fantasy. It's really, like, being like, hey, this is this person's, like, whole life. I aspire to do shtick, but better. Do it. Do it. So I found a crochet hippo at the store I went to. Ooh. Also, when I hear someone is being hated on, I think people are being problematic. Yeah, and I think that's a problem. Right? Surely. Like, not with you specifically, just in general, I think that most people have that mindset. Thank you so much for the lurk. No. Like, most people have that mindset where, like, if someone's like, oh, I don't really like this person, your first thought is, oh, this person is, like, did something racist. Did something... That was really funny. That was really funny to watch. You guys, usually you guys don't even see the bot, because SiriBot gets them before they actually, like, even, like, are able to send the message. That was funny. Anyways. Just so conditioned to have that mindset, but it's hard to break from. No, I know, and it's like everyone has that mindset. It's actually crazy. Oh my god. Like, it's actually, like... It's gotten worse, guys, I think. It's fair enough. I blame you for your honestly, like, it's not just you, it's like everyone. Like, it's like, to the point where, like, if someone is like, oh, you shouldn't support that creator, they're racist, I'm like, proof? And if they're like, oh, they said something 7 years ago, and this was a joke, and they show me the clip, and I'm like, have they said the joke since? Oh, but their apology was bad. Do I give an F? Because, like, genuinely, when was the last time that someone had done an apology that the entire internet was like, oh, that was a good apology, I forgive him now? Like, literally never. So, like, who the F cares? I did, oh. By the way, we had a roller coaster about Selbit 2 years ago. Dude, the Selbit thing was actually insane. Because I was just like, okay, so one, we don't care about male victims. That's awesome. 2, when he, like, sued her, which was, like, the thing you're supposed to do if someone, like, continuously, like, does defamation against you, essentially. That's the thing you're supposed to do, right? And then he won the case. And then, you know, he was like, hey guys, so this is over now. The case is over. And I think the only reason why he published that was because she was also publishing it. And people were like, oh, but he has millions of followers. He shouldn't, like, have this witch hunt against her. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, there was a court case. She has to pay. She's guilty. Like, legally. There's no witch hunt. She did the crime. Like, what are you talking about? So much better research? Oh no, dude, it's fine. Like, I mean, like, I got, like, sent the document, and I read the document he wrote, and I was just like... It's like, dude. Whoa. So when that first happened, you should have sued her. That's crazy. Anyway, guys, we're gonna play Scarlet Hello. Keep me coming up with a name for my hippo stuffy. Ooh. We had the big 3, 2 of them were right, of cancellations. Yeah, it's not, like, necessarily about being, like, right or wrong about the cancellations. It's the fact that, like... It's not the fact about it being right or wrong, right? It's the fact that people will accuse people of stuff, right? And instead of doing the due course of action, which is to process that as a crime, they decided to go to the internet and, like, decide that that is, like, justification enough to, like, be extremely cruel to this person. You know what I mean? Like, it's, like, a pass to be, like, really mean to this person. Like, send death threats to this person. Which is, like, not okay. And, like, I don't know. I just feel like 99% of the time when someone gets canceled, whether the thing happened or not, the reason why the person is bringing it up is because they want an excuse to, like, hate that person. They want an excuse to bully that person and feel justification about it. You know what I mean? Like, they're not bringing it up because they're like, I'm concerned for the hurt party. And it's just, ooh. I don't remember his name, but there was one guy that compared himself to Martha P. Johnson, and he doubled down on it. Oh. The right or wrong thing. I was talking about how they were sandwiched between each other. Do you feel me? Makes sense? Yeah. Like, and that's why most of the time, I just don't believe people when they say things. When they're just like, this guy's a racist. It's like, okay. Are they a racist or do you just not like them? Guys, it's okay to not like people. Please. Guys, it would just be so much cooler if people were like, I don't like this guy. His humor is not funny. I find his vibe a little creepy. Like, and then nothing else forever. And then you block all their tags. You know what I mean? Like, and you don't watch their content. Ugh. I Space Stray Kids? My just was perked up. No, it's all good. I think, what playlist is this? This is like the everything playlist. Like, all the songs are on this. Mostly. Anyways, but the song is being paused now, because I need to switch the audio to the game. Because, guys, it's game time. It's time for Scarlet Hollow. And I'm pretty sure that either this chapter or the next chapter are the last chapter. I don't think this game is actually complete. Okay, turn this off. Turn this to this audio. There we go. Oh my god. Where am I? Hello? Hello? Hi! This is when people blocked and moved on. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Exactly. Actually, I have one more thing about this. I have noticed recently that this happens with people who don't have an audience as well. Like, people will literally cancel their friends. You can just not be friends with that person. We can talk about that after stream, actually. Can we talk about that? Like, I white out. Like, I do want justice for insert hyperspeak thing. Yes. Is it my place more valuable? Yes. Yeah. No. Okay, dude. Dude. No, because after stream, bet. No, because... Hey guys, can we, like, go back to when, like, if you didn't like someone in the friend group, you just told it that to their face? I don't know. like, even if you have to be really mean about it, I don't vibe with this person. I hate this person, actually. Like, will that hurt that person? Yeah. But then it would be over, right? And then they move on and they make new friends. Anyway. It's Wayne! I'm lead enough to drop the friendship. It's actually to go live on Twitch on everyone spill your guts since nothing happened. Oh my god. Dude! Anyways, hi guys. I love video games. We're playing video games now. Wait, is there drama? No, I'm mostly talking about the fact how I'm, like, so over, like, internet's, like, culture of, like, canceling people. But specifically, like, people who are not famous. Like, when it will happen, like, in a Discord. Like, you'll have, like, a Discord server. The Discord server has, like, 50 people in it. And then someone will be like, this person is transphobic. And everyone's like, oh my god, he's transphobic. And then, like, they all block that person. But no one provides any proof that that person's transphobic. They just believe the first guy. It's like, you're not protecting anyone. You can just not like that person. You know what I mean? I vote we cancel Bodo Biff. I think we should cancel Bodo Biff. That's true. We do. Bodo Biff and I are, like, due for, like, a falling out, actually. Oh, you got a root canal? I'm not ignoring you! I'm sorry. How was your root canal? Got worried I missed a major chapter. For like, no, everything is okay. Everything's so cool. Everything's so chill. It's just, like, things I've noticed, like, in, like... Just, like, from being on the internet, how people have, like, taken the, like... the lexicon of canceling celebrities, which was originally literally supposed to be like, hey, these celebrities support, like, these really big, really rich celebrities support these things that are not good, and by listening to their music or watching their movie, you are actively supporting this bad thing. JK Rowling. Versus this guy said a racist thing 10 years ago, hasn't since, and none of their money goes supporting any racist things, and they have no racist ideology at all, ever. That's a difference. Anyway. Bro, me and my friends, we're ex-friends now, we're chilling, and these epic guys were like, what if we made a Discord and went live about it? Yes, this epic happened. Don't have trauma, I don't have my friends rage at all, you guys. Oh my god. Anyways, hey guys. Scarlet Hollow, it's been a bit. Welcome in, welcome to my stream. We're gonna play Scarlet Hollow. We're on chapter 4. I don't remember if there are 4 chapters or 5 chapters. I know this is an incomplete game. So at some point, the game is going to end and it's not going to be complete. Just so we're all aware. This game, by the way, not complete. It's not a complete game. Has 200 achievements. Hi, Emery. How are you doing? So I was told I wasn't having it the day I had it because they said, oh, you're just getting a scan, but then they haven't did it anyway. And also I was under the impression they put you under. No, I was awake. Well, you know what, Whiteout? It's probably, like, better, though, because then you're not, like, dreading it for, like, a week. Because now it's done. Like, you're good. Like, you're done now. Right? Achievement maxing. No, okay, actually, Wayne, there's too many achievements in this game. Yeah. No, I had to go back for more in 4 weeks. Oh, I'm mad. Alright, here we go. Continue. Chapter 4 awaits. If you would like to save before continuing, please do now. Oh, I already did. Continue. Would you like to see a recap before starting episode 4? Yes, it's been a bit. Oh, I just realized... There you go. Put medicine in the time, but they had to fill it next time. Oh. Emery wants a nap, but Emery has work. Oh. Sorry. Yes. Please give me a recap of episode 3. Yes. Let's go. There are 2 of them now. Oh yeah, we opened the drawer and there were 2 possums now. Oh. As you ready to leave, Jenny approaches from the far side of the kitchen. Tabitha remains between the 2 of you, impatiently tapping her foot. Oh, well, Tyr, before you go, I heard about what happened last night. I mean, I heard about it before Miss Tabitha mentioned it just now, but then I heard it again. I just wanted to say I'm so sorry you got caught up in that. I'll be praying for you, praying for Oscar and poor little Rosalina. You're such a sweethearts. It couldn't have happened to nicer people. Morning. Is the new blend ready? Of course. Well, Tyr, if you'd like to keep Miles company, Tabitha and I will just be a minute. Well. You've never seen the man beside Duke before, but whoever he is, he's big. If it isn't old Tyr, Bo, this is Miss Scarlet's cousin. They were there with Stella that night in the woods. It's a pleasure to meet you, old Tyr. My name is Bo. I'm Duke's boy. Hope you've been faring better since all that unpleasantness. Oh yeah, we bonded. We bonded with our cousin. We became better friends. Emery has McDonald's money. This is wonderful for Emery. Am I supposed to be cleaning? Just needed my stream streak. All good. Thank you for the lurk. I'm gonna turn it up just a little bit. The episode stops in front of a small house on the quiet side, a hill just off Main Street. The Scarlets own most of the houses out here. We rent them out to employees. Just more convenient, you know? Your cousin pulls out a heavy set of keys from her pocket. She picks one out marked with a bright strip of green tape and unlocks the door. Come on in. Don't worry. It's empty. Yup. He's a dog. You can tell this dog is a mayor from his little sash and his fancy top hat. There's a regal air about him, almost as if he knows the position of authority he's been elected to. Before you can catch up to your companions, you're intercepted by a nervous man with a cross around his neck. See, in a TV show, I would really like this guy. In this video game, I also really like this guy, but I can tell he's really effed up. You know what I mean? 2 days before a dog loses his color? Oh my god, that's so true. Guys, it's Pride Month. Mother Pup! Hello! This guy has dead bodies in his basement. Just saying that right now, I'm just like... So everyone knows that I called that when it happens. Where have you been? Dude, that's such a good question. Work, tired, finished podcast episode. Yeah, that pretty much sums it up. Although, but this is the last episode, though. So, like, if I'm not going anywhere... Oh my god! Pup, thank you so much for the 20 months. At tier 2! Pup, you're actually crazy, by the way. He's either Steve Carlsberg or Peter Lucas. I'm going more, like... I'm thinking more like, any corrupt priest in a horror ever. You know what I mean? He is going to kill me. It's hard to put a finger on it, but something compels you to dislike this man. Sounds like old Genshin and the mayor only may have some unresolved issues, wouldn't you say? I'm Pastor Daniel. I take it you're old tier? Everyone's been buzzing about you. I'm so sorry about your aunt, but I'm sure she's in a better place now. If you'd ever like to discuss your beliefs, my door is always open. I like this guy, though. For no reason. Oh, so Travis's dad from Sally Face. Sure. I've never played Sally Face, so I don't know. This guy... So bad. The basement is what you might expect out of a tortured artist who spends all his time confined to his studio. Discarded canvases line its edges, while trash and sketches leak out from their piles in the corners of the room, hiding the bare concrete floor. Ghoulish faces coat the walls in paint, sneering out at their creator. Your mom is so scary. She can be a little intense, kind of overprotective, which I guess makes sense. Anyway, make yourselves comfortable. You'll have to forgive the mess. I've been distracted lately. Haven't been cleaning much. Dinner is already laid out. Dinner rolls, spaghetti, and a light salad. Kanika anxiously picks her food. Stella nervously talkative, and Reese is suddenly quiet and tense. His shoulders tight as his mother perches on the chair next to his. Dr. Kelly eyes all of you with a sharp, fierce gaze. So, we were talking about maybe watching a movie sometime this week, while Old Tier is still in town. We'll have to see how you're feeling. I can handle a movie, Doc. Yeah, we'll just sit downstairs in the dark. Reese is used to that. I'm sure he'll be okay. You're always overestimating how much you're able to do, Reese. This is why you keep getting sick. If I get sick, so what? It's not like that's ever going to change. I'm sick every day, and I'm not getting better. I don't want to spend the last few miserable years of my life holed up in the basement alone, just because seeing my friends has been deemed too strenuous. I'm an adult, for God's sake. I can't believe I had to ask permission for my mom to just have friends over. He stops mid-sentence, wincing in pain and wrapping himself in his arms. Don't say things like that. I'm doing everything I can to try and fix... Since, silence as Dr. Kelly's eyes shoot open. Reese? Wait, this is sad. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Wade. New Brain thought I'd be part of this chat for over 2 years. No, dude. 4 more months, 2 years. That's crazy. Oh, of course his name is Daniel. I know, right? Reese really pulls himself from the table and leaves. Hey, Hey, you're just in time. Rosalind is situated in the back room. Alexis is gonna keep her company while we hopefully get this all sorted out. Yo, Bishop, thanks so much for the attendance. Oscar and Kanika startle as the door swings open. It's my cousin! Thank you for the lurk. Seems I made it just in time. Let's get this show on the road. I don't have all night. Whoa. This is where I've seen it. It appears on top of the stain. Stella pulls back the carpet, revealing a hatch. The floor around it stained in reddish-brown. I'm going for it. Oh. And then we get teleported to the nightmare dimension. Ulterior in 4 months, I will be subbed for 2 years. I've been a chatter for longer. I know, that's what I'm saying. That's crazy. Fish, please. Fish! Thank you for the stream streak. Wait, do you hear music? Holy moly. Movement stirs as a figure cloaked in shadow raises to attention. Stella? There you are. It's my favorite character, guys. Hi! Hi! I would have found you sooner, but the resident clearly doesn't want me here. Doesn't seem to have the same issue with these miserable little parasites. Bottom feeders anyways manage to slip through the cracks, don't they? The sins of the father are to be laid upon the children. One of you must forfeit, it doesn't matter which. Cool! He's effed up, bub boy. I want to give him a big oodle smooch. I hope I didn't come too late. Holy moly. It wasn't something, it wants something, doesn't it? And I think you know which one of you should volunteer. You must be joking! Let's just leave. Agreed, Sybil. You got it here. Can you get us out? Sybil sighs. Tabitha, are you sure you want to leave this business unfinished? Absolutely. This is not our problem. If you think it's the best course of action, yes, I can get you out. It's only a question of seeing through the illusion. We're in a basement, even if all of your senses are telling you otherwise. Try closing your eyes and remembering where you are. I'm sorry, Ultir. I don't think I can talk right now. I'll call you, okay? She hurries off down the road. Before I go, Sybil places a hand on your arm, holding you back for a moment. I'm sure you have questions about everything you saw tonight, but let's not get into it here. I think everyone could use a little rest and relaxation right now, yourself included. If you swing by the tea room sometime tomorrow, say early afternoon, you and I can have a little chat. I'll see you then, Ultir. You don't even notice yourself entering the guest room and falling into bed. Suddenly, you're just there, buried under your family's musty covers. The spirits of Charles Shaw Jr. now commands the entirety of City Hall, a swirling void of wrath and despair that the people of this town will have to learn to ignore. Disaster looms its tallest yet over Scarlet Hollow. Chapter 4. Wake up. You open your eyes. It's a new day. Last night seems so far away, you can almost pretend the horrors you witnessed in the annex were nothing but a nightmare, chased away by the harsh morning light. But you know that the furious spirit of Charles Shaw Jr. yet lingers, locked behind the doors of the town hall, still tied to the earth by its hatred of you and Tabitha. Why is this gonna make me want to riot? What do you mean? Why? What happened? An involuntary shudder runs down your spine, but your thoughts are interrupted by the buzz of your phone on the nightstand. Hello? Hope you made it home okay. Haven't heard from Stella since last night. How about you? You check your messages. There's nothing from Stella. Ooh. Huh. Call Stella, text Stella. Haven't heard from her either. I'm sure she's fine. If she's in trouble, if she's hurt or dead. If she's just sleeping, never mind how Stella is. How are you doing? Everyone had a rough night. She's probably still shaken up. What if Wayne got her? Does Stella disappear like this sometimes. I'm going to text Stella, actually. Hey, you good? Hey, I'm kind of worried you ran off last night. Text me as soon as you can. That Wayne guy didn't come for you, did he? Yeah, I'm pretty worried about you. Please respond. That was my favorite cryptid hunter. Hey. Send Stella a photo of a nervous puppet. I will not be doing that, I don't think. I'm just gonna say probably the normal thing that you would say in this situation. I don't know. You wait for a few silent minutes. Your message sits undelivered. Oh, right. I haven't heard from her either. That's not good. I think we should try looking for her. Let's meet up in town. Looks like you have your morning plans in order. We're gonna visit the possum. Oh my god, they have bread now. You open the drawer. The two opossums stare up at you. They both have a bread now. That's nice. That's what I just said! Wave at them. You wave at them. They continue to stare up at you blankly in response. Alright. That's awesome. You close the drawer. This is their house, home now, and there's nothing you can do to change that. Let's check the closet. Hey, so the doll did, I think, move, maybe. You make your way to the closet. There's no denying it. The doll moved at some point since your most recent visit. Okay, that's what I'm saying. But your long-dead relative's creepy doll isn't the only thing that's different. Someone was in here. Huh? Doing them all over for the rest of the day. Okay, so we're just not gonna question. Okay, that's awesome. Hi, Nex. Thank you so much for the attendance. How you doing? Do I take a shower? Let's take a shower. You might as well take a shower before starting the rest of your day. Yeah, I might as well. Why not? I took one yesterday, but you know. You zip into the guest bathroom and into the shower. Feels good to wash away the grime of last night's hunting, but eventually you'll have to leave this place to confront the rest of the day. In the meantime, you... Birthday! I'm 1 year older as of yesterday. Oh my god, happy birthday, Nex! Oh my god! That's awesome. You go to the door in the clinic, you're still drawn to it even now. You'll be going back there today, you're sure of it. Think about Oscar and Rosalina and how the spectacle of Charles Shaw Jr. has left them without home and work. Think about the afterlife. It's undeniably real at this point, and what you're seeing is terrifying. Think about Stella running off last night, hopefully she was just sleeping in. Think about Rosie's shattered leg and the image of a foot barely still attached to her body. Scarfino is trying to scrape the memories off your skin. This was warning, the worst is yet to come. Think about Wayne and whether you're ever truly alone. Think about someone special. Think about finally being out of this hellhole and safe in your own bed. Ooh, I think we think about the afterlife. You're done here. Oh, right. You turn off the faucet and dry yourself off. Head downstairs. It's time to face your cousin. Hi, Tabitha. Ooh. You find her in the kitchen, her shoulders hunched in a tight ball of anxiety. They're striking. This week of all weeks. As if I didn't have enough on my plate already. Mystical. Doesn't even matter how the strike plays out. Any resolution would merely treat the symptoms of the disease rotting the heart of Scarlet Hollow. For things to stand any chance of getting better, there's something deeper you still have to fully uncover. They're striking? Well, do you believe in spirits and souls that linger? Like ghosts and stuff? You know, actually, crazy. I was actually talking about this with someone the other day, and, like, I don't see why not. Grad party stuff, have fun! Like, oh yeah, I graduated too. Congrats! Yay! How do I explain this? Like, there's so much stuff in the world and, like, in the universe in general that, like, we as a human race don't understand or even know to ask the questions of. So, like, I don't see why not, you know? Like, ghosts could be real. I just don't think they're as common as we have evidence for, if that makes sense. Like, you know how people are just like, oh, my house is haunted. This happened. I don't think they're that common. Yeah. It's just like the kind of thing where it's like, I don't see why not. Talk about the strike. Talk about what happened last night. Have you heard anything from Stella? I can't get a hold of her. There's no way she heard anything from Stella. If the mine's in trouble, you should just sell it and sell the estate. Get out while you still can. You really get going, right? Let's talk about last night first. So Ghosts are real. I said get over that. I'm glad we left Charlie down there. You regret leaving Charlie down there. I'm gonna say, so Ghosts are real. I still can't go over that. Do you regret leaving Charlie down there? Not at all. And I don't care if Grandma Eddie killed him. The past is the past, and neither of us had anything to do with it. We can always build a new town hall. We can never get back lost years. So Ghosts are real. I can't get over that. I can. What does that actually change about anything? I still have a mine to run, and you still have a funeral to attend. Yeah, I guess. Okay, talk about the strike. The strike is just a symptom of the rot in this place, Tabitha. If we don't treat the underlying disease, it won't even matter who wins. That's why the ditchlings are here. They are predicting the strike. Usually I'm pro-union, but... Do you know what the strikers even want? You probably should have seen this coming. Just give them what they want, Tabitha. It's the right thing to do. Just give them what they want, Tabitha. It's no use fighting the inevitable. Just fire all of them. I'm sure it will be easy enough to pick up the pieces. I can't believe the gall of these people after everything you've done for this town. Some people just never understand the burdens of leadership. You're in a really difficult spot right now. Everything else going on is hard to care about something as mundane as a strike. I'm gonna do the mythical option like I do. Thank you for the lurk. Thank you for the lurk. Student stuff. Excellent. Thanks, guys. Ugh, you weirdo. Nobody talks like that. Not even Sybil talks like that. It's just like that. So you're avoiding the question. Do you know what the strikers even want? I've seen a list of demands. I'm sure it's just the usual. I promise you that if any one of them were in my shoes for a month, they'd be singing a different tune. I'm just gonna leave it at that, I think. See, I want to say this because, like, I'm pro quitting jobs you don't like, actually. Like, if you're at a job that, like, you don't like any aspect of the job at all, then there's no point in you being there. The mine's in trouble, you should just sell it and sell the estate. Get out while you still can. That's what I'm saying, dude. Tabitha bristles. You really are Vivian's kid, aren't you? Trying to bow out just when things get difficult. You don't want the mine! Hi, Zero. Thank you so much for the attendance. Like, if she was, like, proud of her work, right? Like, if she was, like, you know, she, like, liked being in charge of the mine, and, like, and she was proud of it, back an hour, all good. You know what I mean? Then that would be one thing, but she does not like being here. Looking up like that, this is the Scarlet Mine. I'm not just going to cash out on our family legacy. I'm bringing the mine back to life, one way or another. Okay, but why do you want to do that? Alright, I'm gonna actually remain silent now. I've dawdled long enough. Stay safe, no more hijinks. But let me know if you get in trouble, okay? Oh, she cares. She cares, guys. She cares about me. Oh, yes! Tabitha slips past you, her heavy boots thudding down the hall as she marches away to face her employees. Time to figure out the rest of your day. Fuel up with a quick PB&J. Yeah! If Stella's MIA, who knows when you'll get the chance to eat. You make yourself a PB&J in anticipation for the long day ahead of you. F yeah. And that's that. Let's effing go. It's time to head to town. You head to the front door and begin your trek to the town below. The sun shines down through a thin layer of clouds, illuminating the path in a watery gray light. You can't help but feel countless eyes watching you from the tree line, a feeling that reminds you of your time in the woods with Stella. Ditchlings couldn't be out in the middle of the day, though. They're getting bolder. As you continue the trek to town, you pause to stare out at the mountain range beyond the holler, contemplating a world that's blissfully unaware of the dangers threatening the citizens of this tiny town. The world outside feels less real with each passing day, as the strange reality of what's happening in Scarlet Hollow gently uproots what you'd already taken to be the truths of our world. Your everyday worries seem distant, overshadowed by a fear and dread that hasn't stopped building up since the moment you stepped off that bus. It isn't long until your journey from the estate is over, and you once again find yourself on the main street of Scarlet Hollow. Well, Altair, you made it down the hill in one piece, thank God. I didn't realize there were so many of those ditchling things around, or I would have driven up to get you. I can't believe they're outside during the day. It feels wrong. How are you doing? Why is flirt an option? Why is flirt an option? I don't want to flirt. I'm mostly just worried about Stella right now. I'll feel better when we find her. Bad. Excited mostly. I can't wait to find out what horrors we'll witness today. Keeping it together, you. I'm not feeling much of anything right now. How about you? It doesn't matter how I feel. We've got work to do. I'm gonna say keeping it together. That's good to hear. Emotionally, I'm with you. Just trying to keep myself from breaking down too much. But physically, I feel like I got crushed by a steamroller or something. Figured it was from all that ghost possession stuff, but I wasn't feeling great yesterday either, so Mom is convinced it's a cold. She got me a strict tea regimen now, and maybe she's onto something. I do feel a little more alive after drinking about a liter of the stuff. I'm at least well enough to go looking for Stella. So how are you mentally? I'm supposed to see your mom at some point today. Maybe she'll finally set some light on things. So ghosts, huh? There's a ghost still in the library. Any leads on Stella? We could always just chill. I'm sure Stella will be fine. Is someone manning the general store? We're going looking out for Stella. We should get started. I'm gonna go. I'm supposed to meet your mom at some point. Maybe she'll finally shed some light on things. I'm not sure that's what she's planning to tell you today, but she couldn't have told of all last night. Maybe she's gonna read your fortune. Should probably stop making fun of her whole new age mythic vibe. A lot's happened in the past couple days. Still, there'll be plenty of time for tea after we look for Stella. So how are you mentally? That's a great question. My concept of how the world works is being shattered a little more each day, so that's cool. Every day I feel more and more like I need to get out of this town before it swallows me whole, but I also keep feeling like there are too many reasons to stay. Like right now, I can't leave until I know Stella's okay. With her folks gone, the only people she has is her friends. And as her bestie, I can't just let her go running off into the woods to get eaten by a Bigfoot. My mom is just so chill right now, it's driving me nuts. She's not giving me any answers about the she pulled last night. It's just weird. Sorry, I'm ranting. Ooh, I know others with my gifts when I meet them, and Sybil is probably the most gifted person I've met. Your mom was the one who told us about ditchlings. She's been tight-lipped. It's probably for a good reason. Your mom is definitely a witch. Your mom seems like a nice lady. You're being too hard on her. Yeah, I'm gonna do the mythic option, I think. Once again. Are you saying she's a witch or something? No way. She's just a funky old lady who's into crystals and herbs and stuff. She doesn't actually know magic. Girl. I mean, if she were some kind of witch, that would mean everything I thought I knew was wrong and my whole life has been a lie. Or you're a little oblivious, but that's okay. Ugh, I can't think about this right now. I need to focus. This thought will just have to get in line with all the others pending existential crisis. So, ghosts, huh? Yeah, ghosts. I don't know about you, but I'm currently starving off a massive existential crisis about the state of matter and what being alive means. Last night gave my life new meaning, becoming strong enough to punch a ghost. A little skeptical. It's gonna be a better explanation of what happened last night than ghosts are real and they hate me personally. That's so funny because that's exactly what happened. Holy moly. Ghosts are real and they hate me personally. I need that on a t-shirt, I think. This information is destroying me. I wonder if this means there's a heaven and a hell. If there's an afterlife, we should probably figure out who was right about it, shouldn't we? I'm actually thrilled. Maybe I can be a professional ghost hunter. No, I think we're okay. Any idea why Stella was so upset? Being that seemed awful, but she's the only one who ran off. Could be a lot of things. She could have hit her breaking point stress-wise. She could have been horrified by meeting a ghost for the first time. She could be struggling with what that ghost did. Ultra mukbang when? I don't know. This is just candy. You know, I'm pretty sure at some point I did film a mukbang with someone like years ago, and the video never got edited and we never actually like posted it. But at the end of the day, I have no idea. We'll just have to find her and see if she wants to stop running from it and finally just talk things out. Okay, leave it at that. Any leads on Stella? I haven't had a chance to talk to anyone else yet, so no, none so far. She ran north last night, but that doesn't mean she didn't double back. I'm trying not to worry too much. It's possible she's safe somewhere, just not answering her phone, but I don't want to bet on that. Okay, I guess we should get started. Yeah, we're burning daylight. Where to first? Okay, let's go to Stella's house. That would probably be the first place I go. We should go to the cops, right? Let's check in on Oscar and Rosalina. They should be at the old Maxwell place. Let's check out the diner. We should go to the mines. We should check out the church. I'm sure to get tea with your mom today. Maybe she'll have some ideas. I think we go, like, surely we go to her house. Like, in theory, that's where she went. Like, if I'm looking for someone that I haven't heard from, I'm assuming she's passed out in her bed. Let's go to Stella's house. Definitely. I probably should have done that before getting you to come all the way down here, but to be honest, I was scared of wandering off by myself, just in case I ran into any other horrors from beyond the veil. It'd be great if this turns out to be nothing and she's just asleep in bed. Like, she's not gonna be there, but that's where I would look first. You make your way towards Stella. Nico knocks anxiously on the door. It creaks open. Oh, well, that's not good. The interior is cold, and not just physically. There is an absence of joy and life that leaves only a chill behind. This is the ghost of an empty house. There is a sobering dread that comes with the knowledge that your search won't end here. Powerful build. Your protective instincts set in, and the muscles in your arm tighten, your shoulders straightening. If danger lurks ahead, you're ready for it. I don't sense anything supernatural here, but I don't like the look of this. She's dead. Scylla died, and it's all my fault. I'm not from around here. It's a normal for people to leave their doors open. Okay. Okay, we're doing the mythical option. We should go in, right? Screw it, let's just go to the cops. Should we go in? Yeah, surely we go in. The living room is almost exactly as you saw it the other day. Whatever happened to Stella, it doesn't look like it happened here. Okay, nothing unusual so far. This is perfectly normal living room. No blood or viscera. Not even a tipped-over lamp. That's good. Investigate the kitchen. Investigate Stella's room. Okay, I don't think we're going to find much else here. Let's move on. Let's investigate the kitchen first. Ding dong. Stella's kitchen is slightly messy. A couple cabinets are hanging open, and a loaf of bread sits on the counter by a used butter knife. Oh, wow. We just leave bread out. I mean, is Stella's kitchen normally this messy? I wouldn't call this messy. Well, I'm trying to say that she usually leaves stuff out like this. Stella's house has always felt a little sterile to me. This feels a little too lived in, if that makes sense. So maybe that's just because I've only ever been over when she's already expecting me. No, that makes sense. Investigate Stella's room. You make your way down the hall to what you assume to be Stella's room. If this isn't her room, then we're in trouble, maybe. Hey guys, do we think she's gay? Hey guys? Guys, thoughts? Anyways, make your way down the hall to what you assume to be Stella's room. She's not here. Though it's a little untidy, it's the usual sort of untidiness that accumulates when someone doesn't often have guests in their bedroom. There aren't any signs of violence. I better not hear a single comment about this room being messy. But that's not really what I mean, is it? Listening to someone's room before they had a chance to clean it up for company, it's a neat little snapshot, you know. This sure looks like a room. Any thoughts? It's a mess, so you think there was a struggle in here. I don't think there's any clues here. We're gonna check her computer. I'm not sure we should be snooping on her computer. Isn't that an invasion of privacy? Do you want to find your friend or not? Nika, there's a clue we missed it, but if we don't find Stella, and it's all because we didn't snoop on her computer. If Stella didn't want us to snoop, she shouldn't have gone missing. I don't make the rules. Okay, but what if she's been gossiping about us on her online friends? Who the F cares? Okay. Look, I know it's an invasion of privacy, but we got to do whatever we can to find her. Let's see if the password protected before we make a fuss about it. If there isn't a password and someone actually wants us to snoop. You know, fun but fine, we won't snoop around on Stella's computer. Okay, you're right. There probably isn't any useful information on there. I honestly didn't even think about how this might not be a good idea. Good call. No, we're gonna do this one. Look, it's invasion of privacy. We gotta do whatever we can to find her. Sure, snoop away, but I'm not gonna take that part in this. I'll just be over here, standing in the corner of the room, not looking over your shoulder. Let me know if you find anything. Will do. Stella's desktop is horrifically cluttered. There are simply too many files and folders to fit on her monitor, and they're overlapped each other in a chaotic, multi-layered display. That's awesome. Oh my god. I know the approximate age of this person now. I don't know what I expected to see here, but it definitely wasn't this. How does she ever get anything done? Check her open tabs, check her search history. Check her open tabs. Dude, look at those open tabs! Me too, bro! Me too! It would take you all day to count the number of open tabs in Stella's browser. So numerous are her tabs that you can't see a single icon. A sea of rounded, featureless triangles from Windows edge to Windows edge. Me. Her most recent open tab is a post on Uncle Carl's Bigfoot Farm, a forum for cryptozoologist enthusiasts. The post in question is titled, "Something Big is Happening in Scarlet Hollow." Hidden. Appalachia. Hey everyone. Was out chasing a skunk ape sighting the other day, and I found these weird little guys. My friend's mom said there's something called ditchlings, but I've never heard of them before. Anyone have any good leads? Bird of Bigfoot. Camera isn't shaky enough. This is totally staged. Mothsan. Clean footage and some sort of cryptid nobody has ever heard of except your friend's mom. The only thing I'm seeing when I Google ditchling is some city in England. Thought you were legit. Lucky stars. Guys, since when did high quality footage count as anything other than actual evidence? Those things are terrifying. Gary. Since every low budget horror movie started doing guerrilla marketing, I smell an ARG. That's so real. That's so real. I'm serious. I've got a ton of extra footage. Look at what they've been doing to the animals in town. They're apparently some sort of bad omen, like Mothman. Okay, I'm listening. I love me a Mothman. I believe you. Ugh, lucky you're falling right into her lap. I don't trust YouTubers. They're entertainers, not scientists. Thread continues into the next day. Hey, okay, so 1, this is an ARG. I would never. And 2, you're not going to believe this, but we went into an abandoned mine last night to investigate things, and I'm pretty sure we found some Tommyknockers, Listen to this knocking we managed to catch on tape. There's a link to an audio file tiled Tommy Knocker's real.wav. Just because you put the word real in your file name doesn't mean they're real. 2 supernatural events on back-to-back nights? This is so fake. I can't believe I brought into that River Runner hype. You're so full of it. YouTubers are always going to sell out to big indie horror. This is kidnapped by aliens all over again. Also, lol, doughy white things and now loud popping noises. This is definitely an ARG. Did you sell out to a Pillsbury? Stop sorry rolling her, or I'm going to call them the mods. Locking this thread and giving everyone a 7-day ban. No cyberbullying and no self-promo. Thread ends. Ooh. Oh, bad. Check your search history. You check Stella's search history. She hasn't visited any websites since Tuesday night. She came home after last night's incident. She didn't touch her browser. Her search history is almost entirely work-related. A furious series of queries for various monsters of cryptid that might fit the profile of ditchlings. That's that. Okay, I think we've seen enough. Thank God. Alright! This sure looks like a room. Any thoughts? Yeah, nothing much to comment on. This is what her room's been like for pretty much the entire time I've known her. The only thing that's changed is the computer getting a lot fancier. She still does those corkboard with string things. She loves putting the string on there. I don't think they actually mean anything, but they're more for decoration anyway. Okay, I don't think we're going to find much else here. Let's move on. Sage, hello! Thanks for your attendance. Cock-a-doo-doo, it's Satan. Holy moly. Ooh, we got an achievement. Still life. Visit Stella on a Thursday morning. Okay, so she's not here. We still have no idea where she is. I thought I was overreacting this morning. I thought she wouldn't just be sleeping in...
beach party.
You should throw a... beach party. Hello? Sleeping in or anything. I can't believe she's actually missing. Where to next? We should go to the cops, right? We should go to the cops. Like... it's not a terrible idea. I'm sure they won't be much help, but we are dealing with a missing person, and that's cop stuff. That's pretty much what I'm saying. Like, they're not gonna do much, but at least you got the report in there. You know? Because I once more inquire your advice. Also, yay, more pretty art game. Yes! I'm letting loose today. Oh. It's been so long. It has been so long. Okay, yes. Advice? Advice? Hopefully they don't give you a hard time. They've really been on your ass. Not really. They asked me questions one time. I think if you do things differently in this game, they like are like on you like way more. They haven't at all. They asked me questions one time and the questions were like not good. You know what I mean? Like, they were just like, hey, did you do anything? And I was like, no. And they were like, oh, right. And that was the whole conversation. So I feel like normally it's a little bit more. You know what I mean? It just hasn't been like that. I don't know. I'm also running out of time. I'm trying to lock in on my cosplay. Oh! Ooh. So you just finally started doing its effing job. Oh? What the F does that mean? German homie, okay, has told me... Wait, okay. Ooh, hold on. This is a sentence. Okay, told me she's into me, but not enough to date because we live 3K miles apart. I'd what to do with this, so she's been open for 3 days. I'm leaking blood. Oh, okay. I meant to say I don't know. Wait. So I don't know what to do about this. Well, I mean, there's nothing to do, right? Surely. Like, she was just like, she was just like, I like you, but we can't date though. Live too far apart. Like, there's not really much to do, right? Except, I mean, like, you can be like... I just want to respond to that, though. Well, I guess it really depends on what your feelings are. Towards her. So, like, if your feelings towards her are, like, mutual, then you can be like, yeah, I feel the same. But I get why you don't want to date. Or you could be like, I don't actually feel like that about you. So there's no issue. Pretty as hell. Okay, so you do like her back. I mean, like, then it's like... I don't know, like, I mean, like, there's not much, like, it wasn't like her response was like, hey, like, we should go out. And you're like, I don't know, it's like kind of a long-distance relationship. It's like she already is like, no. I just want you to know. I don't know. I mean, you could probably be like, we could try the long-distance relationship thing. I don't know if you want to, like... I've seen it work out for people. Here's the thing, is that I've seen it, like, a long-distance relationship work out just as much as not long-distance relationships, if that makes sense. Which is to say, it's not that they work out all the time. But I don't think they're doomed to fail as much as any other relationship. Does that make sense? Does that make sense what I am saying? I don't know. The cops haven't been on my ass though. Oh. Oh my god. Where are we? I don't want to be here anymore. Police station is exactly what you would expect from a town the size of Scarlet Hollow. It smells strongly of coffee and faintly of aged furniture and paper, and the general tidiness speaks of a department that doesn't get much of anything done. Or it doesn't really have much to do, like, let's be real. I'm gonna give you a rundown episode. Our friend is missing. That's pretty much the episode. What we are on top of it, I got exposed on the near in front of the person I like. So sorry, my guy. But you're also not alone here. You enter to find Bo and Duke standing between you and the officer behind the desk. Now listen here, officer. Big Betty was set to win a blue ribbon. I'm telling you, she was a valuable property, not just some vegetable. We worked really hard to get her that big. Raised her up from a seed. It's just not fair, officer, sir. Scarlet Hollow police are spread pretty thin at the moment, gentlemen. Any property disputes will have to wait, if indeed there is a dispute to be had. Are you sure it wasn't some animal? I'm telling you, I know who stole her. That no good bastard Julius Terramine has been stealing what rightfully belongs to the Callaways for all his life. And you folks ain't done a lick of policing to put an end to it. I told you we were better off handling this ourselves, Daddy. Franklin seems to turn to you as you enter, though his impenetrable shades make it impossible to judge where he's really looking. The whole hotel went up in flames. I didn't know you were watching. You didn't say hi to me. Oh. Oh. I remember you from yesterday. You're the mayor's security guy. Wait, that's kind of funny. He is the mayor's security guy. Where's everyone else? Stella ran off last night and she's still missing. What's all this about a pumpkin? We're questioning, but are you part of a cult? You arrested ghosts. No, we're not gonna ask any of those questions. We're gonna do this because that's the reason why we're here. I don't have to care about this pumpkin. Stella ran off last night and she's still missing. A missing person. Apologies, Mr. Calloway, but I'm going to have to handle this first. Deputy Franklin makes his way back to his desk, pulling out a few forms from, before returning to the front. If one of you could fill these out, please. I'll take care of that. Thank you so much for taking this seriously, Mike. I know Stella has a tendency to go on hiking trips, but this feels different. No, hold on. You're not gonna help them right away, but wait. Now, hold on. You're gonna help them right away, but you're giving me the runaround? That ain't fair. Mr. Calloway, this may be a matter of life and death. I'm afraid it takes precedence over a minor property dispute about a vegetable. You and I both know Stella is always tromping around in them woods. It ain't something anyone needs to fuss over. Are you sure you can't start looking like right now? She shouldn't be off on her own when there are so many dishlings around. Totally right, dude. Maybe we're just overreacting. Thanks for taking this seriously. Come on, we're gonna do more than just go to paperwork. Why we even covered this was pointless. I mean, this is how a missing person case goes, to be fair. Somebody comes to talk to you and I so many days left. See how it is? Oh my god. Thanks for taking this seriously. I take everything seriously. Big scoffs. Now, is there anything else I can help you with? Do I care about the pumpkin? Do I actually care? No. Okay, bye. Looks like you're busy. We'll be on our way. Kanika hands the completed report back to Deputy Franklin. Thank you, ma'am. I'll get this filed right away. Good luck out there. I hope Miss Richmond is all right and you'll find her soon. This apartment is biased, I swear. I'm almost say y'all are in league with Julius, but that would require at least some amount of competence. The Scarlet Hollow Police Department takes no sides in familial disputes. We are merely in pursuit of upholding the law, and we do not a damn fine job of it, Mr. Calloway. We'll be on our way. Goodbye. Let's keep your nose clean out there, old here. Try to stay out of trouble. I'm trying my best. Why won't they do their jobs? Visit the police in episode 4. I mean, they kind of did do their job, did they not? You don't old here anything of the trip. Of what trip? No. At least we filed a report. Still, I guess finding Stella is going to be mostly up to us. No, because it's much to tell. No, because it's too much to tell on a gaming stream. Did Puff tell me about the New York trip? I understand. Where'd you next?
You should die. You should throw a beach party.
You should throw a beach party. Okay, she's not gonna be in the diner. Let's check on Oscar and Rosalina. They should be at the old Maxwell place. I'm back and I hear that. Oh, don't worry about it. Yes, please. Your oh-so-generous cousin decided was suitable for habitation. Sorry, I know she's your family and everything, but with what Oscar and Rosalina have been through this week, I just couldn't believe she even suggested something like that. Girl. The risk of infection has got to be through the roof. I just hope we can find somewhere else for them to stay soon. Is it really that bad? You don't get far before the sound of growling and desperate hisses grabs your attention. Holy moly. You turn to see a ditchling approach a concerned Pixel in an alley. He must have slipped out of the library with everyone else last night. Oh, holy moly, go save that cat right the F now. The ditchling, distracted from its hunt by your arrival, cranes its neck to face you, its eyes settling on you with alien indifference. Yeah, so we're gonna punt that right the F now. You take a deep breath and focus on the creature's body before propelling yourself towards it. Your foot connects with the ditchling's hide, leaving an imprint in its body as it crashes into the wall. Good. Save the cat. Oh my god, there's a bajillion dogs. It makes brief eye contact with you in the alley before both you and it turn to face a particular sight. Oh my god, are we so okay? A small pack of dogs pounce on the creature, pulling it from the wall and then taking turns biting and tearing at it until it's ripped to shreds. Holy moly, are we so okay? I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. That's what I'm kind of thinking, Zero. Should I be scared? Holy moly, why are they... I don't like this. The task complete, they saunter towards you. They didn't even... Okay. What the... What are Daisy and Scraps doing out here? Are they leading some sort of ditchling hunting dog gang? Can we be more normal about the things that you're saying? Pixel timidly steps towards you. That's not a cat timidly stepping towards me. That is a cat that has a human stuck in them. Baptize them. That's exactly it. No, that's a human being stuck in a cat body. Pixel, you got out of the library. Oh, you poor cat. Come here. Pixel cautiously walks towards your group before clambering into your arms. He has a comfortable heft to him. I don't like how he's looking at me. I guess he likes you more than me. Ugh. Thanks, guys. The pack of dogs scamper off. Their work done. Oh, so we're just gonna pretend that's normal? Okay, awesome. What the hell is going on in this town? I don't effing know. That was... okay. Pixel in tow, you and your companions continue on to the old Maxwell place. The old Maxwell place, it was clearly once a mid-century modern home, and undoubtedly quite stylish for the time, but it's been abandoned for unknown decades, and moss and vines coat its exterior, barely concealing cracked walls and dust-colored glass. Murder's okay in this town, I guess. It's a weird monster thing. I don't know. Thank you for the lurk, Sage. Before you can approach, the door opens and Oscar's head pokes out from the entryway. Hello? Oh, sorry if I startled y'all. The walls here are worn down enough I could hear you coming from a block away. Good morning, Oscar. Thank goodness you found Pixel. Rosalina's been beside herself. Oscar's voice is tired, but he's had a long night, and it shows. His graying face seemingly having aged in the hours since you last saw him. Hello, hello. How is this episode going so far? We watched a dog get eaten. It's not a dog. It's a ditchling. And it eats animals. You're doing well. You're doing really great, Rosalina. Not a lot of kids... wait. This is Dr. Kelly. You're doing great, Rosalina. Not all the kids your age can take shots that well. You're being so brave. You don't have to talk to me like I'm 5. But you are brave. You really are, Rosalina. You're, like, so badass. Lex, this is right. This is more than most people have to deal with in their whole lives, and you're here and taking it like a champ. Before Dr. Kelly can continue, Pixel jumps from your arms, bounding across the room and leaping into Rosalina's chest. Pixel! I've been so worried about you! I told you he'd turn up. Dr. Kelly almost gentle bedside manner vanishes as she turns and glares at you. What the f did I do? Like a dog, but either I'm glad it died. It's a creepy little creature thing. I see we have visitors. Better the ditchling than an actual dog? Oh yeah, definitely. The dogs did kill it, though. How is she, Doc? How are you doing, Rosalina? How's Reese? Warn Dr. Kelly about the stone carving and what you feel in the clinic. Sorry again about the library. We could always try going on a rescue mission for some of your stuff. What's going to happen to your career now that the library is closed? Dr. Kelly, are you going to start poisoning her now, too? I would like to apologize on behalf of my cousin for making you stay here. Do you think we'll have to stay here long term? It doesn't actually seem that bad here. It's so cool my cousin let you stay in this rad place for free. How are you doing, Rosalina? Tired. My legs hurt a lot. But the medicine is helping. It's not so bad now. And what are you not going to do today? Walk around? Sorry, Dr. Kelly. I should have been better at stopping her. I take full responsibility. As her father, I should have... No need for anyone to step in to take blame for anything. It's the hospital's fault for sending her home at all. It's gross negligence, if you ask me. But give it time. Then you can do all the running around you want. Alright, Rosalina? You just have to make sure you give that leg of yours a chance to heal up a bit first. You don't want to pop any stitches. Sorry again about the library. There's no need to apologize. It's a building. You're a person. No matter, you matter more than a pile of stones. I do kind of wish we could get our, go back for our stuff. Thanks for letting me borrow some of your clothes, Alexis. You can borrow as much as you need. I have plenty of shirts, and you can do laundry at our house, too. Of course, there's some family heirlooms that I'd rather not lose. Portraits of my parents, my father's mining jacket. I don't like the thought of their last, living memories being forgotten in there. The fact that it stole the library from us, too. That one really stings. But what are we gonna do? We could always try going on a rescue mission for some of your stuff. We're not gonna do that, actually. What's gonna happen to your career now that the library is closed? That's a good question. I was up all night wondering the same thing. Things stay the way they are right now. It's essentially like the library burned down. The books are inaccessible, the building is unsalvageable. In that scenario, the country would have to put up the money to build a new archive, or we had to move somewhere where I can work in an existing library, and Scarlet Hollow would lose a valuable public service. Oscar. Move? So you and Rosalina would leave? We're not doing that, right, Dad? We're staying here? I'm gonna do everything I can to keep us here. Oh. See, I don't want to ask how Reese is, because I feel like she's gonna, like, get mad at me, but... How's Reese? He's fine. Had a rough night, but he'll recover. He's used to this sort of thing. He just needs a couple of days to get back on his feet. That means no more excitement, not even a movie. I'm sorry to hear that, Dr. Kelly. But I want to see Shin no Chai, Death Blood. I was promised chilling Japanese found footage horror. You need to get your son some therapy. I don't think he's okay. But if I want to hang out with him again, he's so cool. I'd like to hear this from him, not filter through you. You talk about him like he's a child. I will respect this boundary and not bother either of you anymore. Okay, but what if I wanted to hang out with you? Remain silent. Why is flirt an option? Wait, is there an age limit for this channel? No, but like, don't tell me your age. Generally, I just assume everyone is like 16 plus. Don't correct me if that's wrong. I'm more of the side of like if you're like, if you're 18, it doesn't matter. If you're 16 to 18, then I feel like you're pretty okay with figuring out like what content you're allowed to watch. And if you're younger than that, then that's not my problem. That's your parents' problem, actually. So. Oh, no, okay, so this is flirting with the doctor here. But I don't want to do that. I don't want to say any of this, actually. Yeah, remain silent. I don't want to do this because she's gonna think I'm an effing weirdo. Do you think you'll have to stay here long term? No, I'll find a way to get the library back, and our house with it. Thank you for the lurk, Ace. I'd best be on my way. Goodbye, Rosalina. Make sure you stay put and keep Pixel company, okay? Thank you for the lurk, Sage. I will. Bye, Dr. Kelly. Thanks again for doing this. I can't express how much. It's nothing. I'll call later today to see how she's doing. Good luck to the both of you. Alright. Dr. Kelly briskly pushes past you and leaves. Oscar, before we get sidetracked, we're not here just to talk about monsters and what happened in the library. Oh? Zilla's been missing since last night. Oh. You haven't seen her, right? Not since last night. Now I'm really starting to worry. It sounds like no one in town has seen her. I'm sure she'll be okay, but you should probably get back to looking for her soon. Before you go, though, there's something I wanted to get your thoughts on. Let's step outside. Well, she's taller than Oscar. She's really tall. Dude, her son is also really tall. Oscar ushers you to the street. What's up? Is everything okay? Yes, or at least as okay as it can be considering everything that happened. But I don't exactly feel safe. Strange things are going on in Scarlet Hollow, and I'm tired of running from them. I want to get our house back. You've all been looking into the town's history, correct? I overheard your discussion in the library the other day. Have you been able to find anything that might explain what's going on? I don't think we have too much to go on. I can't help but feel like there must have been some kind of inciting event, since everything started getting weird seemingly overnight. But I have no idea where to even start, really. Maybe it's our aunt's death. Whatever the cause of this, there must be some way to put this genie back in the bottle. I'm going to do my best to find out if there's ever been any similar events, and whether there was anything special about Scarlet Hollow that might explain what's going on. The town archives are, unfortunately, in the library. Rosaline has been pestering me to make some sort of digital backup for months, but I never got around to it. So online source it is. I think it's the death too. Yeah. Or she died, because like she died of natural causes. So I'm wondering if she was doing something. We'll fill you in on what little we know, so at least you have a place to start. We've been finding these weird stone seals. Make sure Pixel stays inside or you might get grabbed by a ditchling. That could be the work of some sort of cult. That has been brought up a lot, and we have no evidence of a cult, actually. I think Dr. Kelly is hiding something. Dinner last night was weird. I think there's something in the clinic. Let's talk about the stone things. We've been finding these weird stone seals. There was one in the mines and another in your basement. There might be more. Those are those carvings you mentioned last night, right? To think there was something like that under my house all this time. And to think someone must have put it there. But who? This gives me quite a few threads to follow. Thank you, Altair. Altair, didn't you say you felt something similar to the mine seal outside of the clinic yesterday? I hope this would mean something weird is about to happen there, too. Oh. Yeah. Make sure Pixel stays inside or you might get robbed by a ditchling. The ditchlings are those things from the woods, right? With those faces. They snatch animals to do some kind of parasitic egg-laying thing, so unless you want one of those things to pop out of Pixel, you better keep him where he's safe. I think some dogs kept him safe, like a gang of dogs? That sounds ridiculous, but we saw it with our own eyes. A gang of dogs. I suppose stranger things have happened. This very week, in fact. But we'll make sure he stays safe. I think there's something in the clinic. There was a store yesterday, and I could feel something pulling me towards it. I see. I'll dig up what I can on the clinic. There's a lot of history there. I wouldn't be surprised if there's something haunting that place as well. Oh god. You don't think that's why Reese is sick, do you? He's been sick for years, hasn't he? If there's something that's supernatural causing his illness, it puts a bit of a wrench in our recent theory. It does. But maybe there's more to it than that. Maybe things being clustered so tightly together is just a coincidence. Maybe Scarlet Hollow has been weird for a long time, and we're all just starting to notice. Took me back-to-back encounters with the paranormal on consecutive nights to even consider that we might be dealing with something supernatural. One way or another, I'm going to find myself back there soon enough. It's faint, but I can feel the pull of that clinic door, and it's only getting stronger. We get Reese out of there before something bad happens to him. The shame she preemptively shot down our movie night. It would have been the perfect cover. We should investigate the clinic. I'm sure Reese is fine. I'm gonna break into the clinic and see what I can find. We're doing Mystic. We do Mystic all the time. It's mythical. You're not planning on breaking in, are you? Because if so, no, you're not gonna do that. Let's not have a repeat of last night. We should be more cautious about what we do next. We don't want anyone to get attacked or possessed by any more ghosts, even if it's to help a friend. I don't know if we have time to play it safe. Just give me a day or two to do some research before you do anything rash, okay? Alright, but I think I'm gonna find myself there today anyway. I don't think I have a choice. Whatever you're doing next, I feel like we're missing a vital team member. We need to find Stella and fast. We're burning daylight, let's head out. I think we got something to work on now. We should go back to looking for Stella. Yeah, I think we do that. I do. Thanks for the legal tier. Let us know what you find. I will. We're going to get the library back, and we're going to figure out how to fix whatever's wrong with this town. I don't think we're finding Stella alive, by the way. So, that's Oscar. Any other ideas? See, I don't want to go to the mines. Because they're on strike right now. And that's... that kind of freaks me out. But I think it's... Like, there's no point in us going to the diner. She's not at the diner. You know what I mean? Oh my god, hold on. So people are messaging me. Alright. We're going to the mines. I guess there's a decent chance Stella went to find your cousin, since they're friends. Come on, I'll drive us. You follow Kanika to her van. It isn't long before you find yourselves outside the Scarlet Mines. Better hour is now, or none at all. Scarlet more like toilet. I am unhappy with the treatment I am receiving also as a worker in this, in the Scarlet Mine. Based, I guess. Thank you for the attendance. How are you doing? How the F did you show up right when there was something that you could meme? How did you do that? That's... How did... Okay. A wall of bodies, picket signs and a megaphone in hand, forms a human barricade around the entrance to the Scarlet Mines. Is this a strike? They're striking? I'm magic or something? How the F did... Okay. It's time Tabitha stop taking her workforce for granted. I hope it's not weird to talk to them while they're in the middle of all this. But you know what you can't do? Cross the picket line. So, good luck. Well, if it isn't the boss's cousin. Now, well met, fellow countrymen, what goes on here? How goes the strike? Why are the cops here? Have any of you seen Stella? She's missing. Let's do, like, the reason why we're here. The YouTuber? She's the one on all the banned from property posters, right? We haven't seen her, and we've been here all day, so we know she'd come by. We'll make sure to keep an eye out. Can't say it would be much help, though. We'll just be standing around here for the foreseeable future. That's fair. How goes the strike? Thank you for the lurk. Wouldn't you like to know? Yeah, that's why I asked. You can see for yourself. It's going strong. A major collapse happened on the property not 2 days ago, and the boss wants us to go on about our work as usual. I'm not going back down there knowing death or serious bodily harm could come at any second. I care more about living than I do about any paycheck. There's a lot that could send a change around here, and it seems like damn near everybody else thinks so too. You're all just being greedy. Tabitha works hard for her money. She's the reason you even have jobs to begin with. Good Tabitha has this coming. Poor Tabitha, she's had a tough week. Find you folks 100%. I have no horse in this race. I just got to town a few days ago. I have no alliances. Isn't this a bit of an escalation? Did you try talking to Tabitha first? What are your grievances? That it was only crossing if you're going into the business or to be a scab. Yeah, I know. That's like they're just not gonna like it because I'm like literally the boss's cousin. So like me going in there is kind of like not great. Honestly, me being here is like not great. What are your grievances? We like competitive pay, 8-hour shifts instead of 12 or more, improvements to the sick days and vacation policies, and a thorough safety inspection before any of us step foot underground again. That collapse was way too close to the active mine for me to feel safe down there until I know for sure I won't wind up buried under 2 tons of rock. This place is supposed to be the labor of folks who are too desperate for work to care about the conditions they work under. It runs them ragged and spits them out when they're too broken to keep going. I've seen it time and time again. We're going to change things. There's no reason we should be treated like we're a disposable workforce. If we're the ones making her money, we should be making money too, not just scraping by. Jesus, Tabitha. That's it, look, I just need to talk to my cousin. I'd be happy to pass along your demands. You're just being greedy. Yeah, I'm just gonna... I don't need to have voice an opinion. Do I need to ask for the... I need to talk to Tabitha. So you're saying you want to cross a picket line. That's what I was saying. And we're gonna do about it. Hey, are you just gonna let them block me from going inside? Hey, can you vouch for me here? Let's just go call Tabitha. We're just gonna call her. We're gonna just call her. You pull out your phone and dial your cousin. Hello? What is it? You're not about to get eaten by the Babadook or something weird like that, right? Yes, I'm in great danger. The scumbag is about to eat me. Do you want to try that again? Yeah, I'm fine. I just wanted to hang out. Stella's missing. Have you seen her? That's all. Like, we just do Stella's missing. Have you seen her? Like, just... She's busy. She's missing? Tabitha is quiet for a moment. You don't think Wayne... That's what I'm worried about. You said yourself he didn't have it in him. There wasn't any evidence that he'd been in the house or sign of a struggle or anything. Wayne's my friend. He shouldn't hurt people I care about. She'll turn out pretty sure she just needed to be alone. Say nothing. No, I'm just gonna say there wasn't any evidence that he'd been in her house. No sign of a struggle or anything. I don't even know if she went home last night. She ran off in the opposite direction. Stella's been known to disappear for days while she's doing her videos, but I think we both know that's not what's going on. We'll see if I can figure something out. Call me if you run into more trouble, but please don't go looking for any today, okay? I've gotta go. Sorry. She hangs up the phone. That doesn't sound like she knows where Stella is. Come on, let's go. We can figure out our next move when we get back into town. Okay, now... Boo! Mel jump scare. Hello, Mel! How are you doing?
Welcome in.
Where to next? So, we're here now. We could go to the diner. Or, we get tea with your mom, which would make more sense. We're getting tea with your mom. Well, I kind of do want to go to the church. Only because I want to see what the F is going on with Daniel. But I do also want to get tea with your mom. Church then tea? I'm just going to assume it's going to let me do that. Let's find out. Go check on the church. The church? What? Do you think Zola just got religious all of a sudden? Being really shaken up, it's not unlikely. I don't know if she's there. I just want to talk to the pastor. I just wanted to be thorough. I feel like I need some spiritual cleansing after what I've been through. I want to soak on holy water and crosses. I want to tell Pastor Daniel that ghosts are real. I want to rub it in his face. Let's just go talk to the pastor. This is a bad luck. I need to focus on my work. Ooh, okay. Have fun, nice. Yeah, I want to talk to Pastor. You want to talk to Pastor Daniel? Okay, but if he isn't helpful, I don't want to linger. I've had enough spooky happen to me lately. I don't feel like getting any more creeped out than I already am. I mean, I made spaghetti. Can I have some? Please? Kanika leads the way, taking you up to the gradual slope towards the church. Alright, where is that weirdo? Jeez. Jump scare. Is of course come get? Yes! Excellent. This is awesome. Brandon Boom, you outdid yourself with this music, I think. My, 3 visitors at once on a Thursday? This is unprecedented. Who's the third? But there are only 2 of us. Oh no, were we followed by Ditchling? Were we followed by Wayne? It's my favorite guy. Sup, old people? Oh, it's just Zane. What are you doing here? All the glimpses of death I've had in the past 2 days have been forced me into the midst of an existential crisis, my dudes. I wanted the Sea of Faith held any answers for me. Alas, I have not yet found the solace I seek. Give it time, Zane. It sometimes takes a while for the Lord to work his way into your heart. When he does, you won't regret letting him in. Be sure to look over those pamphlets I gave you, and of course, I'm always here if you need to talk. Sure thing, Pastor D. Peace, y'all. And then he fades away. Anyway, we're looking for Stella. She wandered off last night and no one has seen her since. Why is Zane just around? Zane's a creature. We're starting to get pretty worried. We hope maybe you or Janny had seen her. I can't speak for Janny, but I'm sure I've seen neither hide nor hair of Stella. If you'd like to talk to my wife, she's just over there by the alpacas. You guys raise alpacas? So, Tiara, I was hoping we might be able to talk in private. What do you have to say to them that you can't say in front of me? Please, if you wouldn't mind, this is a personal matter. Personal for whom? There are other folks that pry on this, so you know how rumors get started. It's okay, I'm happy to talk to him. Yeah, what do you have to say to me that you can't say in front of Kanika? No, I'm not talking to you in private. I really want to talk to him in private, though. It's okay, I'm happy to talk to him. Don't smile at me like that. If you're sure. I guess I'll leave you to it while I check in with Janny. I'll be right over there by the fence that's conveniently in your line of sight, okay? He heads off towards Janny and the alpacas, leaving you alone with the nervous pastor. I'm so glad you decided to come up to visit me. So many young people these days seem to think you can solve all their problems on their own. Meanwhile, God is right there, ready to help them. If only they'd let him into their hearts. The pastor's eyes dart back towards the alpacas. Okay, good. She's gone. You're new in town. What kind of impression did I make on you? Am I creepy? Who even are you? Hi, Pebble. Whenever I see you, it's like this ominous little piano starts playing. You're extremely creepy. I don't think you're creepy at all. If anything, you've been extremely welcoming to me. Personally, I like the cut of your jib. You haven't really done anything wrong, but you have no chill. Kanika said you smiled through her dad's funeral. That was never said to me. I think this is a part of the problem. If you have to pull strangers aside to ask them if you're creepy, you'll probably come off as creepy. I'm always gonna do the mythical option, so this will be fun. Whenever I see you, it's like this ominous little piano starts playing. You're talking about a metaphorical piano, right? Because I can't say I've ever heard one following me around. That's a weird thing to assume. The piano in the background is really, like, not making this a good point. Oh my god, it's Chaos! Chaos, I haven't seen you in a bajillion years. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. I'm talking to the creepy pastor. I like this music, though. It wasn't always like this, you know. Believe it or not, before I moved to Scarlet Hollow, I used to be pretty popular. I was one of the cool kids over at Harvard Divinity School. Why is there just, like, a little girl with, like, no shoes? What is happening? It's a bajillion years old now, so you know proudly along. It's been too long, I'm doing great, I'm glad. He's interrupted by the sound of a snapping twig and a high-pitched giggle, partly muffled by the underbrush on the edge of the property. Tulip, come out of there! You know you're not supposed to play in the woods. Tulip glances back into the woods, quiet as she hesitates. Tulip, are you going to be good? Or are we going to skip story time tonight? You guys have a kid? I'll be good. You don't have to skip story time. I won't go into the woods, I promise. I know you won't, Tulip, because you know it's too dangerous for little girls in there. Why don't you help Mama with the alpacas? It's just about time they got fed. You can give them the hay. Why is she barefoot? That's so scary. Tulip smiles broadly, seemingly excited by the prospect, and hurries off. I'm so scared. Sorry, I had to have a firm parenting moment just then. She's been trying to run off into those woods a lot lately, and it's really dangerous, even for adults. There's this massive trash dump not too far past the trees, but it must be at least 50 years old, so it's all grown over and looks like it's part of the landscape. But if you accidentally walk on it, you might find yourself falling into a hip-deep mound of rusty cans and broken glass. Philip made up some imaginary friends and keeps telling us that they want her to go out there. Like the word of some fictional creature she made up is going to convince us it's a good idea for her to play in somebody's old garbage. But she's 7. Of course she would get some funny little ideas like that. Ooh, there's someone in there, by the way. I'd love to get the community to rally around a big cleanup. It's about time someone got rid of all that junk. Oh, Tetanus Lake. Stella told me about it. How big a trip are we talking? Would a weekend of hard labor, work clear it out? That's what you're saying about imaginary friends. Stella and her friends used to play out there all the time and none of them got sick or died. I'll let the kid have fun. The trapeze sounds awesome. I'm just gonna say, oh, Tetanus Lake. Stella told me about it. Tetanus Lake? That's an accurate name. I wonder if Tulip would stay away if I started calling it that, or if it would only make it sound more alluring. What were we saying about imaginary friends? Oh, she's just been talking about these friends of hers lately. Little stories about creatures that live in the church. I'm sure she saw some animal in there and decided it was her friend. It's nothing to be overly concerned about, except the trash heap situation. Out of the corner of your eye, you see Kanika walking back to the two of you. She must have finished talking to Janny. Janny says she hasn't seen Stella either, so we're better get going. Hope your talk with the pastor went well. Yes, we had a great conversation. I appreciate you all stopping by, even if it wasn't under the best circumstances. I'll let you all be on your way. And I hope Stella turns up soon. I'll put in some good prayers with the big man for her. Alright, thanks. See ya. Kanika starts back down the path to town, and you follow. Okay, now we've put some distance between us and the church. What did he want to talk to you about? He didn't say anything weird, did he? Knows Aaron let the man have his privacy. He wants to know why everyone in town thinks he's creepy. Everyone in his town is mean to him. He's a nice guy. Tulip's apparently made some weird imaginary friends. We might want to check that out later this week. See, like, he wanted to ask, but we're gonna pretend it was about Tulip. Yeah. Kids make imaginary threads all the time. Let's not get too distracted until we find Stella, though. Where to next? I guess we go to the diner. I guess. Good idea. Folks tend to congregate there. Maybe we'll run into someone who's seen Stella. Ooh, all the miners are here. The diner is busier than you've ever seen it. The small booth's packed with miners. Hey, hope you weren't planning on spending any quality time in the diner today. Looks like we'll be hosting a meeting for the foreseeable future. So I guess this is where the miners are setting up shop. Bottomless. Wait, hold on. Winnie's Winning Smile. Free. Fancy City Coffee. $2. Sausage Bishop's Special. $2. Sunday Pancake Special. $3. $3 for pancakes! Bottomless Coffee. $1. Excuse me? $1? That's awesome. This is great for business. These fellows have had so much coffee as they can drink, and it keeps piling like this. But they get bottomless coffee for $1. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You get $10. 10. Miners didn't even notice you entered the diner, and instead of speaking in hushed voices, argue with each other loudly enough for you to easily overhear. I guess the shift schedules are pretty brutal, and I'd like more vacation days. I'd love to be able to see my family around the holidays, and better health benefits would be amazing, but what if she decides to fire all of us? Hey, careful, folks. Smith just let know that the boss's cousin over there was snooping around the mine. Let's put this discussion on ice until we know we won't be overheard. The conversation cuts out, an uncomfortable silence falling over the diner as the miners watch you with suspicion. Oh. So, I'm just gonna... Hey, so anybody's seen Stella? She's missing. The YouTuber? No, we ain't seen her. And as you can see, we're got a lot going on today. We appreciate it if you didn't butt in. Girl. Harrison's voice drops to a barely audible mumble. I hope she's okay. She hasn't been around, but I'll let you know if we hear anything. Alright. Avery, do you have a minute to catch up? You angling at something? Sorry, old Tier. I won't want folks here thinking Aunt Winnie or I are working with your cousin. Good on ya. Oh. So... Alright, I guess I'm going to tea. You turn to leave the diner, Kanika trailing close behind you. So, sign of Stella. As you consider your next step, you remember your appointment with Sybil. She seemed to be confident last night that Stella would be okay. Maybe she'll be able to help you find her. Aside from your cousin, she's the closest thing this town has to a real authority figure. You have to see her. She's a thread tying everything together. Oh, bad. But at the back of your mind, you can't help but feel as if there's more than just fate drawing you to the tea room. You should talk to your mom. I'm supposed to have tea with her today. Sure, we can humor her. We're going to give you some rocks or bundles of herbs for protection or something. Which might actually work. Who knows? Guess there's only one way to find out. The bells of the general store chime welcomingly as the two of you enter. Kanika, there you are. You were supposed to stay in bed today, remember? And hello, Ultir. Hope you're sufficiently recovered from last night's fiasco. Sorry, Mom. It's just that Stella is missing and Stella can take care of herself. Unlike you. You need bed rest and lots of fluids. You don't need to go running around town spreading that cold of yours. Go on, get up to bed. I'll be up in a minute with more tea. I thought you had some kind of important thing to talk to Ultir about. I'm really feeling okay. I want to hear what you wanted to say to them. I'll just be doing a tea reading. Haven't those always bored you to tears? Okay, you're right. I'm not feeling well. I should really lie down. I'll tear. Kanika turns and heads towards the stairs without saying another word. Something isn't right here, but it's hard to put it into words or print it down into thoughts. Okay, now I'm scared. Shall we? Sybil motions towards the tea room. I'm scared now. Please have a seat. I'll bring you a fresh cup. I'm really scared. You take a seat at the small table at the edge of the room. It's dark here, only a sliver of sunlight able to filter through the heavy curtains, supplemented by the bright grow lights over the plant in the corner. We have grow lights in our house. They're everywhere. Oh, I'm scared of you now. I'm really scared. I'm really scared. I'm really scared. Sybil joins you at the table and places a cup in front of you. It smells light and citrusy, with an undercurrent of decaying earth. Fear is power. No, real, dude! It's the same tea you sampled with Avery at the diner on Tuesday. I'll be able to do a reading once you're done. Until then, how about we just chat? Sip your tea. So how did you wind up in Scarlet Hollow? The other day you promised to tell me, what was it? Unsavory tales of my mom's youth. If you yank me around, we have something to tell me, just come out and say it. What's all the mystery and ritual? You have something to tell me, just come out and say it. I will sip my tea. Ooh. Take the tea, sipping it delicately. The citrus smell is fleeting, quickly replaced with the earthiness at its core, like you've taken a mouthful of dirt. Oh, we're gonna die. But the aftertaste combines the two flavors into something soothing and medicinal, and you find yourself feeling more comfortable, your muscles relaxing for the first time in days. It's soothing beyond what you would have expected out of ordinary tea. There must be something magical at work in this blend. Drugs. The other day you promised to tell me what was the unsavory tales of my mom's youth. I most certainly did, though I might have been over-exaggerating a bit for dramatic effect. I'm prone to do that. In a town this size, you get to know everybody, no matter what the age difference might be. Vivian was a little younger than me, which meant I always had a certain older sister instinct about her. Her family wasn't good to her. Her land was a lot like your great-grandmother, Edwardine, which is to say, she was not a very kind woman. Similar to Tabitha, but with more social grace and considerably more hatred for her fellow man. But your mother wasn't a shrinking violet either. She was just as stubborn as any other Scarlet, as her family choosing her as their punching bag made her into quite the rebel. I were Pamela and my mother raised by Edwardine. What happened to their mother? What do you know about my grandma? I feel like I know a lot about the women in my family, but what about the men? Did they even exist? What happened with my mom found out when she was pregnant? But Sue, why were Pearl and raised by Everdeen? What happened to their mother? Their entry into this world was violent, I'm afraid. Their mother was young. Too young to be pregnant, especially with twins. Did I know they were twins? I think I knew they were twins. She didn't survive the labor. I knew that. I feel like I knew about the women in my family, but what about the men? What happened to my mom found out she was pregnant? What do you know about my grandma? I'm afraid there isn't much I can tell you. I think there were 2 in that generation. The youngest died when the girls were still children. Everdeen never spoke about them, nor did your mother. I feel like I know a lot about the women in my family, but what about the men? Do they even exist? I suppose they just haven't been very noteworthy since Everdeen took over the mines. Her husband died a long time ago, and to be quite honest, I can't even recall his name. Might have been Stuart or something just as forgettable. From what Vivian said, her father was some teenage fling that ended once your grandmother found out she was pregnant. I'm fairly certain it was similar for Vivian, though she was much older, and I believe she was the one who ended it. I was skipping town and all that. What happened when my mom found out she was pregnant? I mean, you kind of just told me, but... She came to me for advice. She was distraught. It was like she'd been handed a death sentence. Maybe it was fear from what happened to her own mother. Maybe it was something else. But she seemed convinced she was in danger. Tabitha had already been born by then, of course, but she was born in wedlock, so I assumed your mother's worries had something to do with religion. Though the Scarlets weren't particularly religious as far as I knew. But the way Vivian was that night, she came to me, it stuck in my mind. It's always had me wondering what it was about your family that made her panic so much at the thought of having a baby. Ooh. Huh. So how did you wind up in Scarlet Hollow? Oh, my family's been in these hills for a long time. That's how I know so much of the local flora. Everything I've learned was handed down from generation of hill folk. There hasn't always been a reliable doctor up here, especially since not one most folks could afford. They had to figure out their own medicine. What's the mystery and ritual? If you have something to tell me, just come out and say it. I'm just gonna finish the tea. Like, I'm good. You close your eyes and take another sip, and then another. It's delightful. The tea is gone before you know it. The small cup empties save for what's left of rehydrated leaves coating the bottom. All good. Glad you found the tea palatable enough to drink. It should do you some good. It's one of my more medicinal blends. Now, on to business. I'm getting a tea reading! Ooh! Sybil takes a cup from you, staring thoughtfully down at the sludge. Oh dear. This doesn't bode well. Well, that's not great. You got just about every warning that can fit in the bottom of a cup. Cross, kettle, hourglass. I think that's the death one. All of these mean death, misery, difficulty, and the hourglass ties it all together with definite urgency. It's fair to assume that this has all to do with whatever brought the ditchlings. Something is coming, and whatever any of us can stop it, I'm not sure. But we may, at the very least, be able to figure out what it is. And there's a central figure here, a cat, an enemy, lurking in plain sight. Oh, there's a cat's gonna be Pixel, or maybe it's Frou, but those are the two cats I know. The cat could be Tabitha, the cat could be Wayne, could be Stella, could be Kanika, Oscar, Reese, Avery, Dr. Pastor, Daniel, but how do I know you're not the cat? We're gonna do this. I'd like to see. I'm sure it wouldn't make much sense to most people. It would probably just look like a confusing mess of old leaves, but you're free to take a look. You take the cup staring down into it. It's just leaves. There's no pattern, nothing swimming together in the dregs of your tea to give you any warnings or premonitions. After a long moment, Sybil takes the cup back from you. I hope that's settled your curiosity. Don't worry if you couldn't make sense of it. It takes years to learn this sort of thing, even for someone with your I don't know what that word means. She winks conspiratorially. Ooh. Who do I think the enemy in plain sight is? I don't think it's Tabitha. I don't think it's Wayne. Honestly, I feel like any of the people that they've actually given me an option to choose might not be the cat. Hey guys, wouldn't it be funny if it was Zane? Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. It would be really funny. It's clearly the little girl, duh, trash demons. Real. Guys, but what if it... Hear me out. What if it's Zane? Although I'm pretty sure he's supposed to be like a comic relief. What if it was Zane? I don't know. I'm going to just say this answer. How do I know you're not the cat? That's ridiculous. Sybil is helping you, and if she was the cat, why would she warn you about herself? Pick someone else. Ugh. That isn't you, though, is it? Ignore it and speak your mind. Did I just get, like, fourth wall break? What happened? Hello? So am I only allowed to ask that question if I'm mystical? Because I feel like maybe you can choose that, but then you have to pick someone else if... Holy moly. How do I know you're not the cat? I suppose you don't, though I'd think the cat wouldn't exactly warn you about itself. Still, you can't rule anyone out, even the old woman with the tea obsession. You don't have to figure out an answer right away. It often takes time for the mind to connect the dots. Just be on guard, and keep vigilant that someone close to you isn't to be trusted. We know from the ditchlings that something terrible is coming your way, and it's likely that it's connected to something, some hidden enemy. Perhaps we can try to, counteract whatever might be planned for you. Judging by what you told me last night, these stone carving seals, whatever you want to call them, I think it's likely they have something to do with this. Until the cat reveals itself, it seems like your best course of action is to seek these carvings out, piece together what you can from your visions, and arm yourself with information. Have you sensed any others around town? Do you think you might be able to find another? Your thoughts drift to that door yesterday, the one that seemed to draw you in, urging you deeper into the clinic. Even just remembering it is enough to tug at you, compelling you to return and open it to see what's on the other side. You can find Stella later. Maybe you can find her there. What's important now is finally seeing what's hidden in the clinic. I think I felt another in the clinic, but bad stuff always happens around them. I shouldn't seek out more of them, these stones to left undisturbed. I think I felt another in the clinic. Okay, here we go. That's good. If you find your way inside and uncover another stone, that could give you a leg up on your adversary. You'll just have to be careful to avoid the doctor. Something tells me she won't take too kindly to you swimming around her clinic. If I recall correctly, there's a hail that'll take you nearly all the way to the second story, and Joe never locks any of the doors up there. Just in case, that's helpful information. think that's all the help I can offer. I hope this conversation has been illuminating, even if it's just brought up some more questions than giving you any clear answers. You helped me last night, why don't you come with me? That's it? That's all? That wasn't helpful at all? All you did was look at some tea and tell me to go put myself in danger. Thanks, I'll let you know if I find anything. Leave the tea room. I don't want her to come with me. I'll let you know if I find anything. Glad to hear it. I hope all goes well and I wish you luck. Hopefully you won't need it. Thank you again for humoring an old lady and stopping by for a chat. I'm so scared. With a small group of effort, Sybil gets up from the table and you're escorted back to the door. And remember, be careful who you put your trust in. According to your tea, the cat is getting ready to pounce. And merely being ready for it might not be enough. Sybil closes the door to the tea room, the bells of its door strangely flat in the stale air of the nearly empty general store. I don't want to talk to Miles. Should I check up on Kanika? Probably should check up on Kanika. You're not going anywhere before checking in on Kanika. You make your way upstairs. Knock, knock. You knock on Kanika's door. Mom, I really don't need any more tea. I think I'm going to lie down for a while. Can I come in? Oh, hey! Sorry, Altair. My mom was right. I'm exhausted. Really shouldn't push it or I'll wind up worse off tomorrow. Looks like you're on your own. Alright! At least she knows I'm leaving. Make your way out of the general store and down the road to the clinic. You make your way up to the familiar hill, past the rows of ragged houses that make up Scarlet Hollow's residential area. Is the hill like here? It isn't long before you find yourself outside of Dr. Kelly's clinic. Its secret enhancing you to find a way in. Even... Hi, Wayne. Hey, Wayne. How we doing, Wayne? Hey, Wayne. There's a lot of ditchlings here. Ditchling number 1. Ditchling number 2. A raccoon. Ditchling number 3. Yeah. Holy moly. Hey, Wayne. How we doing? That's awesome. Love that for me. Even at the bottom of the hill, you can already feel the presence. It's like a magnet has been fixed to your ribcage, gently tugging you forward, guiding you towards whatever emits this compulsory frequency. There's effing ditchlings here, too. You can see the hill Sybil was talking about, wrapped around the back of the old hospital like a stone blanket. You should take you directly to the second floor and the unlocked door of the trance. Okay. Just go in the clinic door. No one will see you. Huh. Make your way up to the hill and onto the terrace. Knock on Reese's basement window. Oh. Ooh. I realized that one thing me and Sage went a visit can't actually be direct referenced by its name here. Yeah? Oh. That's gay. Let's go in the clinic door. No one will see you. You found at times if you hadn't wished to be seen, there's been nothing stopping you from remaining hidden. Graveyards, abandoned buildings, old tunnels. You've been in all sorts of strange and unusual places without incident. And for some reason, tonight, Dr. Kelly's clinic feels no different. Dude, I have like effing magical powers. That's awesome. Here we go. You passionately make your way up the old wooden stairs of the clinic wraparound porch, taking steps in strange patterns. To an outside observer, you might appear to be drunk, but there's an unconscious method to your conscious madness, even though you would be hard-pressed to describe it. But there's no creak or moan of ancient wood as you make your way to the door. Silence. You push the door open slowly and slip in. Oh, dude, so I have, like, effing magical powers. This is awesome. Really, because people mention the event, it's reminding people of too much in this chat before I was ever here. Oh, okay. You can see the doc at a desk in some room down the hall. She hasn't noticed you. You shut the door silently, watching her closely. You're in the clinic, free to explore as you please. Or rather, you're free to explore as you please. You can feel that odd sensation again, the nagging pull of whatever it was that you want you to find it. You're here now, and it knows you're here. And you know exactly what it is. Another stone carving, either to show you its secrets. Alright. You've been caught by its gravity, an overwhelming curiosity guiding you around a corner and towards a dark doorway under the stairs. It's been left ajar, as if inviting you to enter. Turn on the lights. So do you guys think that he's doing like a goth thing or like he's dead? Like, what do we think's going on here? Where are we? The lights click on. You're in the morgue. Voltaire? What are you doing in the morgue? What are you doing on the autopsy table? What? Flirt. Hi? Stop. That's crazy. Why am I getting flirting options now? Vampire. You haven't seen Celeron, have you? She's been missing since the last— There's no way we're asking that question now. Oh my god, you died and she's Frankensteined you back to life. Am I interrupting something? Okay, I have to ask. Are you human? She killed you. What are you doing in the morgue? I'm just gonna pretend I never saw this. I'm gonna just— Am I interrupting something? Girl, are we like so okay? No, I was just practicing, I guess. Sometimes I just come down here to rehearse. Girl, that's so depressing. So goth stuff. Not gonna lie, this is kind of weird, dude. I see. Being on the dead brings you comfort. Rehearse, you say? I'm not gonna say any of these, I don't think. I'm like, so okay. You say nothing in response. His words seem distant to you. The tugging is strong down here. You can almost feel yourself slipping into a trance, and your eyes wander to the back wall of the morgue. You need to see what's back there. Follow the pole. You touch the wall. It feels disappointingly solid under your palm. And Reese is like, dude, are you okay? Hey, are you okay? You feel Reese's hand gently shake your shoulder, and for a moment, the thing on the other side of the blank wall loosens its pull on you. Oh. You kind of look possessed for a second there. You good? Make him understand. Mystical, use your words. Don't let this fever consume you. Be present in the moment. Oh, something is talking to me. And the mystical one is like, that's not you, though. Oh, weird that it would warn me about Sybil, then. You inhale deeply and take in your surroundings. You can't help but notice that one of the body storage drawers is labeled Pearland Scarlet. The Mayans had a stone carving the other night, as did Oscar's house yesterday. They've been giving me visions that I can sense one on the other side of this wall and see it. Why wall need see thing but wall stand in way? Let me inside. There's some kind of magic going on, man, but it's telling me I can get behind the wall. I need to get behind the wall. There's a stone carving on the other side of that wall and I need to see it. There's two mythical options, which is explore, examine your aunt's body. But it's an explore option, so I think I should click it. Ding dong! You step forward and pull out the drawer. Holy moly. That's a dead body. So this is your Aunt Pearland. Baroness of the Scarlet Mines, and local she-devil that it seemed no one, not even her own daughter, was able to mourn. This is not the first corpse you've seen, but it feels the same as any other. She's an empty body now, the warmth and energy of a life now dissipated, the same as your mother was, and the same as you'll be one day. Awesome. Cold air rises from her bluish skin, her vacant, filmy eyes staring up at nothing. You try to imagine what she may have looked like alive and breathing, slinging subtle insults at the townfolks, but it's hard to picture any expression on a face so stiff and cold with death. Making sure she didn't walk off? Reese, that's so base of you to say. Poker, just make sure. With everything going on, it's just to check. It's so weird that the first time I'm meeting her is like this. Movies writes you just a judgment zombie would be my luck. You know how to check for signs of murder, just wondering. She's totally faking it. I bet she's behind everything. Slide the drawer back in. I'm just gonna... Yeah, it's weird that the first time I'm meeting her is like this. Probably means you'll have a better memories of her than anyone else in town. If what I've heard about her was true, I only met her a couple times. She never said anything, but she didn't have to. Her luck was enough. Like I was a cockroach that just scurried past her shoe. Having seen what there was to see, you slide the door back in and close it. Now I'm gonna say, the mines had a stone carving. Reese glances back at the wall. You're really serious, aren't you? This is probably a bad idea, but you really need to get in there. I'm pretty sure there's an emergency axe somewhere upstairs. I'll just need to get the dock out of here. Wait, out of our hair. Should take 2 seconds. Get the dock out of our hair? Why use an axe when I have arms? Why not just break the wall with fists? Yes, please, axe now. Thanks for understanding. Sends greatly the way. Yes, I will destroy the wall. Stay nothing. Say thanks for understanding. Yeah, we'll go with that. Don't mention it. If there's anything I can do to actually be useful, I'd be happy to help. Be right back. He strides past you, his long legs moving swiftly. He seems excited. His usually dour demeanor replaced with a curiously pep when faced with the prospect of sneaking around and tearing down walls. You hear his soft voice filtering in through the open doorway at the top of the stairs, a hoarse and sickly edge added for effect as he speaks to his mother. Hey, Mom. He coughs gently. Reese, I didn't know you were awake. I still feel like, but I think I can finally try to keep some juice down. It looks like we're all out, though. Really? I thought I just picked some up. I've got an errand to run on Main Street anyway. I'll go pick up some orange juice, and some ginger ale, too. That'd be awesome. Sorry to ask. I know you're probably busy. It's no problem. It doesn't take long. Don't do anything too strenuous while I'm gone. Just lie in bed until I get back. Thanks, Mom. I'll take it easy. You hear her footsteps move down the hall, then the front door opening and closing. It worked! The agile rasp has left his voice, excited raising in its place. Come on up. We don't have long until she's back. We're gonna tear down a wall in the morgue? Holy moly. As you step out of the morgue, you relax. The extra steps between you and the carving has weakened its hold on you. And with it, your desperation to claw your way through the wall and unveil it. It's one of those emergency fire axes, so it should be pretty obvious wherever it is, though I'm not sure where she would be keeping it. I'll show you around. Let's try the doc's office first. You make your way to the doorway of her now vacant office. I don't see an axe in here. He's right. A courtesy glance reveals nothing but stacks of paper and cabinets of medical supplies. But something on the desk catches your eye. Some sort of record, with your family's name on them. Ooh, yeah, we're reading the files. F privacy. Reed stops in the doorway, turning to watch you leaf through the documents. Find something interesting? Oh, bro does not give an F. Bro is like, this is the most excitement I've had in years. You can do whatever the F you want. They're your family's death certificates. Ooh! Perlan's death certificate, Edward Dean's death certificate, Inroach death certificate, other death Perlan's. Let's do Perlan's. Cause of death. Sleep apnea. Discovered by her daughter. Tabitha. That's the craziest middle name ever. Scarlet. No autopsy performed. Tabitha's middle name is... Wonder who cursed her with that mouthful. I don't even know how to say that name. Who said you could read any of these? I'm definitely going to make fun of her for that later. I feel like that was forbidden knowledge. Oh, I think it's pretty. Don't say anything. I feel like that was forbidden knowledge. Edward Dean's death certificate. Born April 9th, 1913. Died February 12th, 2003. Age 89. Cause of death, heart failure. Signed by her granddaughter, Perlan Scarlet. Pretty normal. Almost made it to 90. Died of a normal old person illness. Note death certificate. Note Scarlet. Born September 9th, 1887. Died August 20th, 1957. Age 69. Cause of death. Fall from cliff. Ooh. This one has a coroner's report attached. Organ sustained impact injuries. A laceration to the neck and body consistent with fall from great height. Whoa. An actual autopsy report. Looks ancient. Other death certificates. We quickly through a few of the other Scarlets whose names aren't quite as familiar. Theodore Scarlett, born May 24th, 1890, died 1918, age 28, cause of death, crushed in mine collapse, body not recovered, signed by his brother, Enoch Scarlett. Joseph Scarlett, born April 1914, died June 7th, 1944. Louis Scarlett, born August 1920, died June 6, 1944. Both killed in Normandy in the line of duty. That must have been Everdene's brothers. Certificate of fetal death, infant boy, Andrew Charles Scarlett, delivered April 3rd, 1945, stillbirth, mother, Everdean Scarlett. Oh. Cause of death, complications during birth, no doctor present, home burial. Alexander Scarlett, born December 12th, 1947, died August 20th, 1957, age 9, missing, presumed dead, signed by mother Everdean Scarlett. Oh, that sucks. Alexandra, the owner of the doll, so she went missing. Oh. Mary Bell Scarlett, born September 3rd, 1946, died October 30th, 1963, age 17. Cause of death, complications during childbirth, signed by her mother, Everdean Scarlett. 17? Whoa, that's a lot of kids to outlive. Yeah, like 4? Well, Tyr, I got into X-Love. I don't know what that is. What is that? Reese's eyes flickered up to the doorway, and a second later you hear the sound of the front door handle being turned. His hand is on your shoulder before you even register what's happening, and you're pushed back out of view of the front door. Oh my god, she's already back? I'm not supposed to be in here. We gotta hide. Holy moly. Here's to the closet door, motioning you inside. Oh, I shouldn't be here either. You slip past him and squish yourself into what little space is available in the nearly full closet. Reese is close on your heels. Oh, dude, we're gonna chill in the closet. Oh my god. Oh, we're so effed. You let him in. We're so effed. Together you listen as the doctor makes her way to some room deeper into the clinic. In the silence of the tiny closet, every breath seems too loud, as if you expect Dr. Kelly to hear it from wherever she was across the house. We better wait a second, just in case. We are not gonna flirt with Reese while we're in the effing closet of the hospital. Holy moly. Quietly wait for the danger to pass. Holy moly. The two of you stand in tense silence, both crammed into the suffocating closet, taking shallow breaths as if she could hear you breathing from the other side of the building. The footsteps soon return. Dr. Kelly makes her way back towards your hiding place, checking creaking floorboards broadcasting your location all the way to the hallway just outside your hiding spot. Much to your relief, she opens another door, leaving the main clinic. We're in the clear. Holy moly. Dear, I was painting my nails glow in the dark. Ooh, that's cool. We probably only got a minute or two until she comes back, so let's make it count. The medical supply room is probably our best bet. If any other room in the clinic is going to have a fire axe, it's probably the room full of chemicals. This way. He motions you down a hallway, slipping through the slightly ajar door of what you assume to be the supply room. Yes, there it is. Keys. Here we go. He rushes over to the cabinet that contains a bright red axe, pulling the glass door open. He's so excited, dude. Your axe? Now we can... Reese pauses, turning to listen intently. That was the door from the house. Come on, if we hear we can get back you downstairs. I'll run interface. Go downstairs, quick. You can hear her approaching now, floorboards creaking in the hallway on the other side of the office. You follow Reese's instructions, once again staring down the basement stairs, letting the pull of the stone carving guide you back to the morgue. I'm so scared. Dr. Kelly's voice filters down from above. I was right, we did already have juice. It was just in the back of the fridge. But there's no harm in having extra. What are you doing in the clinic? I thought I told you to go rest. Oh, I was just gonna chill in the morgue. I got my speakers, so if you hear some weird sounds, that's just my music. I'll be sure to put in earplugs to drown out all that industrial clanging you listen to. You know I'm not the biggest fan of you spending time down there. It can't be good for your mental health to hang out in a refrigerator for corpses. You at least have a blanket this time? Yeah, I'll be fine. It's just a change of scenery. My room feels too claustrophobic right now. Okay, I'll let you know when it's time for dinner. I like how she's cool about him hanging out in the morgue. Like, she's like, at least bring a blanket. Like, you hear the door close and the sound of Reese descending the stairs to join you in the fluorescently lit room below. The music, though, is kind of freaking me out. Hey. Hey. Wall now, yes? Wall, wall, wall. Let's do this. Can I make the first blow? Explorer, you listen to music that sounds like a wall being broken down? To warn you, something spooky might happen when we break down that wall. You listen to the music that sounds like a wall being broken down. Me too, man. That's awesome. Of course I do. I'm sad all the time. That's so real, dude! Glad my taste in music is finally coming in handy. It's exactly the cover we need. Bro listens to Will Wood, I just don't have proof. Especially that part of that song that is literally just construction sounds. Stop asking questions, it's time to see what's on the other side of that wall. I think my mystical voice is about to tell me something else. Oh, maybe not. Let's do this. Have at it. You approach the far end of the morgue, and it's practically singing through the air as you strike the wall. Powerful build. It's like cutting through butter. You stagger back from the massive hole in the wall and admire your effort. This is awesome. I chose the best two, like, perks to have for real. Holy. The splintered edge frames as dark passage seemingly cut deep into the side of the cliff. Cold seeping from a forgotten place into the already frigid morgue. Reese coughs as he takes a better look at what lies beyond the wound in the wall. There's a whole hallway back there. Thick, stale air leaks from the hole, filling the morgue with an earthly mildew smell, like the room is slowly filling with dirt. And with the stink of the grave-like room beyond comes an even stronger compulsion. You step forward. And you climb into the hole. Holy moly. This is wild. I had no idea any of this was here. An entire hospital wing rotting away for decades behind some flimsy drywall? Why is this place hidden away? Someone doesn't want us to find these carvings. I wonder if it's whoever put them there, or if it's someone else. The thing you're looking for is just ahead. I'm really gonna pass out when we find this thing. Don't be too worried about it. I'll be fine. Step forward into the unknown. Someone doesn't want us to find these carvings. I wonder if it's whoever put them there, or if it's someone else. Whatever the reason, they want to a lot of effort to hide this one. I wonder if the doc even knows about this wing. My internet's actually hell. I lurk again, but muted? Okay. You step forward into the unknown. You don't bother to retrieve the axe. The vinyl wall concealing the carving is rotten. Water damage having eaten away at the wood over the course of unknowable years. The planks nearly reduced to sawdust. You tear into it. Oh. Here we go! Anoch, I thought you were going to come. I was worried you would leave me here forever. They say that there's nothing they can do. I'll never use my legs again. Anoch, what am I going to do? Calm down, Teddy. These doctors don't know what they're talking about. I've been doing my own research, and I found us an alternative. We won't have to worry about anything from here on out, I promise. I went to talk to the witch. A witch? But that's nonsense. It's alright. It's all sorted. We're taking you home today, and everything will be resolved by this time next week. That's right, Doctor. At this point, I think it's safe to say his body was never recovered. So, they had, like, we just read that we had, like, someone like, missing in a collapse, and now they're lying about it. Holy moly. Whoever it was who claimed to be Theodore, it wasn't him. Wasn't even paralyzed, as it turns out. Oh. Oh. So they saved Theodore, said that he was never going to walk again. This guy was like, no, not on my watch. And then lied about it to the entire town so this guy could, like, his brother could, like... Okay. There's some grifter trying to take advantage of the tragedy. Everything goes black. Oh. Your vision spins back into focus, and it takes a solid second or two to reorient yourself. You're in an unfamiliar bed. Reese leans against the far wall, eyeing you with concern and curiosity. Am I in your room? Hello? Hey, I was worried you slipped into a coma or something. You tore down a wall like a wild animal, found some weird carving and collapse. I think you might have some kind of seizure. Are you okay? Wait, nothing spooky happened? The mountain didn't collapse on us. No ghosts? How did I get here? Does Dr. Kelly know I'm here? You didn't call an ambulance when I started seizing? I had a vision. I probably should get going so some missing in the stone has finally stopped yelling at me. So what now? I think Dr. Kelly should look me over. The seizures can't be good for me. Does Dr. Kelly know I'm here? No, I snuck you in back into the house while she was busy in the medical storage room. Figure you wouldn't want to come into the morgue. Okay, well, we already know that. I had a vision. Like, a hallucination? I have those sometimes, too. Used to have them a lot as a teen. Always just weird little things. Like my hands would look wrong, or my neck would seem too long, or the room would feel smaller. At least one of those death records is murky. I don't think Teddy died in the mine collapse and family has secrets. I think the carvings are trying to warn me about something. My family has dark secrets. I think these are visions of things that actually happened. Whatever these visions are, they're making me very suspicious of my family. They're clearly drilled into some big gas pocket that keeps giving me seizures and hallucinations. I think the carvings are trying to warn me about something. My family has dark secrets. An old family like yours? I believe it. Hopefully that's all ancient history, though. I probably should get going. Still is still missing, and the stone has finally stopped yelling at me. That might be a little tricky. The doc is on the war path up there. I refuse to take my medicine, and she's not happy about it. I went ahead and blocked my door, so she can't get down here. Now we just have to wait her out. Why didn't you take your medicine exactly? I don't want to be down here. I want to leave. I'm leaving. Let's find a distraction if it's safe to leave. Or let's pass the time until it's safe to leave. Let's do that. Why did you take your medicine exactly? Why didn't you take your medicine exactly? Because it makes me feel like I was fine yesterday until the doc made me take my pills. And I was fine all day today. What's the harm in going a day without, right? And now that I'm not taking it, it's like all these weird little memories have come rushing back. Bad memories. Oh, holy moly. Are we for real? Hey guys, what do we think? Do we think this guy is like a creature of some kind? And like the medicine makes him not a creature, but it also makes him sick? Like, what are we thinking? I don't think the doc's a good person. I don't think she wants me to be healthy. I don't think she wants me to see people. And now that I'm waking up to that truth, I don't think there's any going back for either of us. Are you, like, okay? You blocked your door? It was just a precaution. I don't think I can underestimate her at this point. For the first time in a while, I don't feel like roadkill, and I'd rather keep it that way. Oh, he's, like, mad. Oh, he's, like, mad. Uh-oh. I should get up out of the bed. I don't need her coming down here and forcing any medicine on me and doing God knows what to you to keep you quiet. So what was your plan with that, exactly? Maybe I panic a little? But the way she was talking through the door saying I should take my pills, I just took what few precautions I could. It's not ideal, but at least it buys us time to figure out what to do. We should treat her as a serious threat. This might sound strange, but I think she's gone to some desperate lengths in the past. There are these weird memories I have. I always assumed they were just dreams or hallucinations, but now I'm not so sure. I think she used tranquilizers on me. Other times that I've gone too unruly for her. Are we, like, okay? I don't know how much of those memories I can trust, but I'm starting to think I should believe my instinct when it comes to the length she's willing to go to keep me under her control. We'll wait until she's asleep. Then we can at least get out of the basement, and we can figure out what to do from there. Cool drawing, dude. That's awesome. That's awesome. I love that. That's awesome. We're gonna remain... A distraction seems like a good idea. As you can really tell, I'm getting a little jittery. It doesn't feel awful, to be honest. Girl. 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 This is not the time! I believe you'll be a showing of Shino-Chai Deathblood. There it is to do kind of something that will help me ignore my mounting anxiety. I'm chill with whatever. Dude, that's what I say! What if your mom doesn't fall asleep? You shouldn't call her my mom. As far as I'm concerned, she's forfeit that title. I don't even think I should call her doctor. She's just some woman now. I've literally never heard you call her mom. Can't wait for her to be in the rearview mirror of the rest of my life. Are we, like, so okay? If she doesn't fall asleep by 10, we can figure something else out. What time is it? These windows are supposedly shatterproof. She always said was for burglars. Now I assume it's yet another way to keep me boxed in. But we can try to break them anyway. I'm like so chill with whatever. Cool, I kind of only do two things. Paint and watch movies. I'm too jittery to paint right now, especially since I'll probably be leaving this basement and everything in it behind in a couple hours. So movie it is. I believe I owe you a showing of Shino-Chai Deathblood. So we're just gonna watch a movie? I don't want to be here, actually. Like, I like this character. I think this character is really cool. If this was like a real person in real life and I got to choose from the cast of characters that we have, and you were like, you can pick one to be your friend, this is the guy that I would choose. I'm scared right now. I don't want to be sitting on his bed and then him also sitting on his bed while we're trapped in the basement. I don't want this. I don't want to be here. Reese gets the movie set up and joins you on the bed. Leave. Let me know if it gets too much for you. I'm not a great judge on how other people will react to the sort of things I watch, but I definitely don't want you to feel uncomfortable. I'm so uncomfortable, but not because of the movie. This is a slow burn of a movie, but the dread is managing to build is palatable in the room, or maybe that's just how it feels down here all the time. With the grisly paintings, lack of lighting, cinder block walls, and of course, the fact that its inhabitants have been practically homebound since its teens. I've seen a couple of this director's other films, and they're all interesting, though this is probably the best introduction to his work. The way it jump cuts to seemingly unrelated TV show recordings that then wind up trying back into the narrative adds a layer of realism and depth in the world that I feel really engrossed. It's found footage used to its fullest. That's awesome that you're telling me that. Let me watch the movie first. I can't believe I'll be able to just do things from here on out. Like watch movies with other person. I'm so scared. Why does he have pointy teeth? Or talk to people, ever. You can hear the difference in energy now that Reese hasn't had his daily dose of medicine. He's uncharacteristically chatty, clearly not used to talking to another person, let alone when he has energy to carry on a long conversation. Mystical. Something is changing inside of him. I know! I don't need the mystical trait to tell me that! I'm so scared! Reese, you feel different, like your whole personality is changing. Is everything okay? Why does it want me to flirt with this guy? Leave me alone! I'm glad you'll be able to have a social life, and I'm happy to be part of it. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. First we have to get out of the basement. Ignore him and watch the movie. Shh, I'm watching the movie. Reese, you feel different, like your whole personality is changing. Is everything okay? Everything is more than okay. I haven't felt this good in... I don't think I've ever felt this good. I'm so scared. The man on the screen yells protons of doom into the camera, trailing off into a wordless scream. The plot is really heating up. I love that there are all these distinct sorts of vignettes, like pockets of horror that affect a small number of people, and only once you start to see how they fit together can you realize some fundamental horror about the universe. You need to watch the Magnus Archives, I think. And then it sees you back. Incredible. Cosmic horror is in the truest sense. It's a found footage cosmic horror? Hold up. Actually, I might need to watch this. Reese is becoming very animated. It's probably safe to assume that he's dealing with a lot of extra adrenaline right now, what with his entire reality turning out to be a lie. But he's also talking over the movie. It's more than just something that's changing in Reese, it's everything. There's a knock on the window. So scared. Holy moly. Hi, Wayne. Well, Tyr, don't get any closer to that thing. It's time to go home. I like how there's sticky notes over the eyes of these ones. That voice. I know that voice. Is that who's been following you around? Without another word, Wayne starts pounding on the supposedly shatterproof window. What was the hide button again? Enemies upstairs, enemies outside, we're surrounded. Even when we get out of this house, I won't be safe. You won't be safe. What do you mean? Wade isn't going to hurt you. He isn't going to hurt anyone. Why did he call you that thing? You're being a weird, man. I don't need to protect me. I think you might be overreacting. Why did he call you that thing? Because he's some kind of monster, and he wants me dead. Can't you feel that? The murderous intent is practically oozing out of him. But I'm not weak anymore. I can fight back. I don't have to cower in fear from the people who want to hurt me. I'm scared. I can protect both of us, Ultir. I don't want you to. Is he, like, for real a vampire? Is that what's happening? The window shatters. Okay, we need to go. We need to go. We need to go. We need to go right the F now. Is he a vampire? Or is he a werewolf? Or some other creature? I don't know. He has a tail. The drawings? This is so cool. I love literally everything that's happening. Holy moly. As Reese turns out at his clothes, paint bubbles out from the canvases as ghoulish figures peeling themselves out of their two-dimensional worlds, invading yours, crawling up the walls. Grab my hand, I'll pull you out. Alright. Oh, we need to go. Leave us alone. Oh, we need to, like, skedaddle right the F now. I don't know what this is. I don't know what creature this is, but it's scaring me a lot. Dude, all the paintings are, like, bowing to him. This is crazy. In a surge of violence, a change that has been brewing inside Reese finally comes. As it manifests, the broken basement window is sealed off, and Wayne along with it. Oh, I'm so effed. Run for the stairs, stay where you are. Ooh, well, the stairs is barricaded, but it's probably not good to stay where I am. Goodbye. You've seen enough to know you need to leave. You ran up the stairs. The door is blocked by a chair. Okay, that's good. That's fine. We can surely... Oh. And then it's blocked by something else, too. Never mind. Tear through them. Try and tear through them. Run back downstairs. No, I have power for build. I'm actually going to live. You toss the chair out of the way and tear through the paintings covering the door. They stretch and rip, yellow and red globs of paint coating your hands in place of viscera. Finally, the wood's slippery in your painted grip. You fling the door open. Rush to the front door. Freedom. Goodbye. You rush to the front door. But the things from the painting are faster. They flow out from every crack in the wood, flattening themselves against the door frame. You pull, but it's sealed shut, as if they'd learned from their first attempt. And then you hear the thunder of massive footsteps coming up from the basement stairs. Are we gonna be so okay? You turn to witness Reese. I can't let anyone leave right now. She might find a way out, but it's okay. We'll make it so she won't be able to hurt anyone anymore. Are we talking about your mom? Go back downstairs. You'll be safe there. Well, at least you're not trying to hurt me, I guess. Oh my god. Careful, Bill. You size Reese up. You're going to need some heavier firepower than your fists to deal with him. I'm not going to let you kill your mother. No, please don't do this. Reese, you're not thinking clearly. Okay. Quietly return to the basement, remaining silent. I'm not going to let you kill your mother. That's crazy. You won't be able to stop me. It has to be done, Altair. I'm not sure you'll understand once the moment has passed. Oh, like, we're actually... Holy moly, the mom might die right the F now. Reese turns and disappears deeper into the clinic. Call Tabitha for help. Try and warn Dr. Kelly. You're not sure who to help. Best to follow Reese and see how things play out. Who to help? Who? Try and warn Dr. Kelly. Holy moly, what is happening? You make your way to the door that beckoned to you yesterday. All intrigue now washed away. You know where it leads, and you know what secrets the stone that lurked in the forgotten basement of the clinic had to share with you. Yup. Now the clinic holds a new horror. Somewhere beyond the narrow hallway leading from the house proper into the doctor's office, there is a monster preparing to do something unthinkable. Open the door. You grasp the handle and turn. Duck! Holy moly, roll out of the way. You're quick to follow her command, your body falling forward and rolling gracefully out of harm's way. She shoots. The gun isn't very loud. There's only a pop as the projectile leaves the barrel, whizzing through the air. Oh, it's a tranquilizer. You turn to see a dart embedded in Reese's chest. He pulls a tranquilizer dart out from between his ribs, heaving heavy breaths as the drug courses through his system. You're going to have to try harder than that, you... No. How did you... As if you would hope to stop me, you pathetic waste of flesh. That's Wayne? That's crazy? What is happening? Before Wayne takes another step down the stairs, paint flows out between the cracks in the wood. Reese's panic pulling in a mob of furious creatures to hold his enemy in place. Oh, and Doctor is gone! The artist starts away, but his creations continue their work in his absence. Oh, but she... Dr. Kelly makes her escape down the hallway as Wayne is overcome, glued in place at the top of the stairs by stiffening globs of paint. Run to the morgue to grab the axe. Right after Dr. Kelly, run to a nearby room. We're gonna try and grab the axe, I think. You need to arm yourself. Surely this does not go badly. You rush down to the morgue, practically flying down the steps. The axe is still laying on the floor where you and Reese left it. You pick it up. A feeling of safety settles in your chest as you grip the wooden handle. At least if you have to fight, you're prepared. Hey! Dr. Kelly's voice cracks out of some unseen speaker. You, Altair. Uh-huh! I'm stuck in the safe room. I can't help you from here, but you can help the both of us. You survived. What is going on? What the hell is your son, ma'am? I'm sure Wayne can handle this. Remain silent. You survived. What's going on? I think you can probably put that together. I need you to get to the medical storage room. I'll give you further instructions when you're there. Head to the medical storage room. Okay. Axe in hand, you rush up the stairs in the morgue and into the medical storage room. I'm here. Great, now listen to me. I need you to use the black taped key to get into the cabinet and bring me the elephant tranquilizers. It's a bottle labeled carfentanil. Bear tranquilizers clearly aren't going to cut it anymore. Holy moly. An intercom system, huh, Doc? Good. You should hear this. I don't know what you are, dude. Well, Altair, you don't have to do anything she says. I'm not going to hurt anyone else. Just her. If I don't, you and I both know she's just going to shoot me full of elephant tranquilizers. Did I hear that right? Oh, he's so scary. And shove me back down in that basement, or maybe someplace even worse, and keep killing me every day for the rest of my miserable existence. I feel amazing right now, better than I've ever felt in my life. I'm not dangerous. She's just scared because she knows she has to finally pay for what she's taken from me. He has a point, Doc. I'm not gonna let you kill someone, Reese. Can you two just get along? I don't feel like I should get in the middle of this. I just want to go home. I'm so sorry, Reese. Sorry, Dr. Kelly. Wayne, help me. Holy moly, Reese, thank you so much for the attendance. I'm not gonna let you kill someone. I'm really not, but oh my god, you're really scaring me. Why not? She wasn't afraid I might die. Does she know those tranquilizers aren't gonna kill me? Does she care? I would assume yes, because it feels like she's done it before. Trust me, Reese, I've always been careful with your medication. I want you to live. I love you. Tell yourself whatever lies you have to, Mom. If you want a good relationship, you had your chance, and you decided to convince me I was dying instead of just letting me exist. Hey, Wayne. Don't try to spin it like some kind of crime of passion now that the consequences are staring you in the face. Dude, I don't know what Wayne's gonna do, but I don't want him to kill Reese. Enough. Reese cries out in pain. Ah, what the hell did you do to my shoulder? What the hell did you do to his shoulder? I'll handle it. Try to get somewhere safe until then. What is happening? The two stagger off down the hallway. Quick, grab the tranquilizers and head to the safe room. Oh my god? Grab the tranquilizers, help Wayne fight Reese. Help Reese fight Wayne. Head for the safe room. That's such interesting options. I'm just, like, inclined to assume that the mom knows what the F she's doing, so I'm just gonna grab the tranquilizers. You do as he said. The tranquilizers are easy to find, marked with a small square of black tape to match the key. She's certainly an organized woman. Yeah, now we're gonna head for the safe room. I'm inclined to trust her. You make your way out of the medical storage room and back to the hallway where Dr. Kelly disappeared. As you approach, Dr. Kelly heaves open the door, slowly breaking apart the massive paint sealing it shut. Hurry! I don't think I can keep it open for long. Oh, wow. You slip past her into the safe room. She shuts the door quickly, though one of the little smears manages to slip past her. She stomps on it. Painted viscera splattered across the cement floor. Hey, yo. It sounds like Reese and your friend are still fighting. We probably have a few minutes before he gets here. What is this room? Let's talk, Reese. What's the game plan, both short and long term? Are we at it? Any other secrets you're keeping? What's the game plan, both short and long term? Actually, though. Well, I pump him full of elephant tranquilizers, and I lock him in here. And I somehow convince him to see things from my perspective. And we all live happily ever after. And if you can't, has that worked before? And if he manages to find a way out and kills you, so we're just gonna lock him away again. There has to be some other way. It's just gonna make him feel trapped. Let's kill him. Sarcasm. I see no flaws in this plan. There has to be another way. It's just gonna make him feel trapped. It sure is. Especially since I've had to isolate him even more. That he knows what's going on. He's going to hate me. But you gotta work with what you're given. And what I've been given is an ethical dilemma where I either let my son kill me, freeing him to go out and kill others, or imprison him for the rest of his life and force feed him poison to keep him controllable. Or the third option, kill him. I decided which outcome I can live with. Oh. What is this room? Old x-ray room. Lead walls. After I realized that this whole situation was a possibility, I had the room reinforced with special remote-controlled locks. Glad it could finally come in handy. Let's talk Reese. Yeah, I bet you have some questions. Go ahead. I have nothing left to hide. What is he? At first I thought he was some kind of werewolf. That's fair! But if he is, he doesn't follow any kind of full moon rules or anything. Silver doesn't do him, and I've seen what he looks like. It's just weird. I almost wish I could examine him while he's fully transformed. I'd be fascinated to know what happens to him, or how his body does it. But he seems pretty hellbent on ripping my throat out, so I guess that will have to remain a mystery. How did he not know what he was? I've been medicating him since he was 12. We've only had 3 incidents like this before. Maybe 4, depending on what counts. This is the worst one by far. He doesn't seem to understand at first that he looks different. And I just make sure to stay on top of his diagnosis as he rarely ever does. But I've been prepping for this inevitability. He's an adult now. There's only so much I can do to control him. When did you find out? A little after he hit puberty. He had all the usual changes, then a few extras. Thickened nails, sharp teeth, elfish ears. Figured he might have some kind of genetic disorder. Had him checked out a few specialists, but there was nothing obviously wrong with him. Then we had an argument, and he changed right in front of me. It was nothing like what he is now. Just a couple inches and some facial abnormalities, enough to be noticeable. I was scared. He could see that, and he stopped. I thought it was a one-off, or maybe a hallucination. Then the second time, it wasn't as subtle, and it didn't go away as easy. That's when I knew for sure that this was something beyond my realm of expertise. Ooh, was his dad similar? A strange little smile creeps onto Dr. Kelly's face. I wish I knew. It just kind of happened. I wasn't seeing anyone. I just woke up pregnant one day. I know how impossible that sounds. I'm a doctor, for Christ's sake. Hey, did we go to therapy for that? I'm sorry? I kept having these weird dreams, almost like sleep paralysis episodes. Romantic sleep paralysis episodes. They were actually kind of sweet, but they were just dreams. Okay, I'm glad they added that in, where they were like, yeah, she totally had a romantic part with him, but she thought it was sleep. Rather than the other option. But then all of a sudden my period stopped, I got morning sickness, and roughly 9 months later, Reese. That's so cool. How do you know he's dangerous? Well, he wants to murder me, so that's clue number 1. It's not like he's usually a violent kid. He's mostly just sad. But every now and then we butt heads, and that's usually when this side of him comes out. Imagine if this happens every time he gets frustrated with anyone. Imagine he gets road rage one day, turns into a 12-foot tall monster with a million teeth, and rips someone apart in the middle of a major metropolitan area. Yeah, he's dangerous. Ooh. Do you think it might be a self-fulfilling prophecy? I can fix him. That's a crazy option. Oh, don't preach to me. He's a sweet kid most of the time. Absolutely. And Ted Bundy was sweet to people he picked up off the side of the road. Didn't mean he didn't go ahead and slaughter them anyway. I know what my son is capable of, so it's my job to make sure he doesn't hurt anybody. Alright! Alright, any other secrets you're keeping? You have it all. You have no idea how relieved I am to finally say it all this out loud. Then silently for Reese. You and Dr. Kelly sit in silence and wait for her son to make his way to you. The sound of distant breaking glass cuts through the silence of the clinic outside the safe room. This might be game time. Get those tranks ready. We have to get this door open before he crosses the hallway. I'm so scared. Dr. Kelly opens the door. The two of you stare out into the hallway. I'm so scared, dude. That's not a long hallway. We're so effed, bro. He got bigger. Holy moly. Holy moly. Holy moly. Oh my god. Is this what you were so afraid of? I think that's, like, fair. Surely. Hand over the tranks. This is our shot. Give her the trank. Don't give her the... Dude, I don't want to die. You hand Dr. Kelly the tranquilizer darts. Dr. Kelly quickly loads them into her gun, leveling the barrel at her son. No, don't do this to me! Boy, I want to be your friend, but I also don't want to die. Well, Tiara, I thought we were in this together. No! Thank God. Dr. sighs heavily, staring down at the warped figure of her son. I could drag him into the safe room on my own. I'll meet you at the front when I'm done. Leave her to it. No, no, he thinks I betrayed him. No. We return to the entrance of the clinic. Everything is quiet now, only streaks of paint where Reese's minions had once roiled up the cracks in the wood. Hi, Zuzu, thank you for the attendance. Keeping the status quo, lock him away. No, 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 no. Oh, that's so awful. Oh. Oh. I hope you understand that this needs to stay between us. I don't care how much you feel like you need to share what just happened with other people. The more people know about this, the more trouble it is for me, and for him. I don't need any more ill-intentioned escape plans. Can I come visit him? Do you think you'll let any of his friends in on this? There's a magical stone in your basement, just thought you should know. Also, we busted a hole in the wall down there. I feel so guilty, I'm sorry I came here, I feel like this is all my fault. Poor Reese. Someone needs to kill him, it'd be better for everyone, Reese included. Stuck alone in poison in a tiny cage is no way to live. Happy to help, holy moly. Do you think you'll let any of his friends in on this? She heaves a sigh. I'll have to think about it. We'd run the risk of one of them trying to break him out. But if he's stuck in a windowless room with no internet and no friends, it's a one-way ticket to insanity. Then I have an insane monster on my hands. Stella is particular would be a problem. The girl never knows how to mind her own business or follow other people's rules. And she would have absolutely no fear of what might happen if he was cut loose. Kanika, I might consider. Got a bit of a bleeding heart and pretty inflexible morals, which could be a problem. On the other hand, I don't know how well she could keep a secret, and if Stella found out, then Kanika would probably be convinced to do a jailbreak, and then it would all blow up in my face. You can probably tell I put a lot of thought into this. It's the same conclusion I've been doing for years, debating whether or not I could be fully upfront with any of them instead of just putting them away, and hoping they don't notice what was really going on. She says again. Maybe I'll get him a kitten or something. Like they did for Coco the gorilla. Might as well give him a tire swing while I'm at it. Some enrichment for his enclosure. That's awesome! I hate that I have to do this to him. Can I come visit him? As long as you don't bring anyone else along, yes. That'd probably be good for him. Let's be there. I can't promise he'll want to see you, or that he won't have some harsh words if he does, but I don't want him to be entirely isolated. There's a magical stone in your basement. Okay, thanks for the heads up, I guess. Poor Reese. I always wish he was more like a werewolf. Transforms on a predictable schedule. Isn't aware of himself when he does. It would make all of this a lot easier. Instead, I have to stare him in the eye while I turn the key, knowing that every time I do, it's driving him further and further away from me. As much as I'd love to stand around chatting, I have to get to work. Gotta clean this place as best I can before tomorrow. And you should probably go home. It's dark. I'm sure your cousin is worried about you. Holy moly. I can hug her? Yes, that's awesome. You put your arms out for a hug. No offense, but I'm not a hugger. See you later, Altair. Okay, whatever. The room lead escorts you to the door. It closes behind you. I'm actually upset. That was awful. The night is oddly warm compared to the chill of the day. Crickets singing quietly in the sleepy little neighborhood. Everything that happens in the clinic seems almost like a dream, and now that it's over, you realize how little it meshes with your understanding of the world. I guess I just go home. Stella's effing missing still. It's time to go home. You don't get far before you're interrupted by the jiggling of dog tags. Oh. Oh, that's not good. That's really not good. Gretchen appears at the edge of the road, running as fast as her gigantic pug legs can carry her. Gretchen seems distressed. She whines as she stares up at you from the ground, eyes desperate, anxiously jumping back and forth and darting away when you try to lean towards her. Your doggy pat her head. Gretchen, where's Stella? What's that girl? Stuck in a well? Follow her. Sorry, Gretchen, I'm really tired. Continue going home. Follow Gretchen. Gretchen, where's Stella? Gretchen whimpers and starts trying to drag you towards the woods. Well, yeah, we're following her. Holy moly. You follow Gretchen. You nervously run ahead of you the whole time, constantly looking back to make sure you're still there as she leads you into the dark woods. Just be like, sorry, I'm tired. And just, like, leave Stella. Like, oh my god. Before long, the trees thin, and you find yourself on a steep hill by a two-lane road, lined on the one side by sheer rock. Oh, I think I know where we are. Hi, Stella. And there, sitting on a log, staring mournfully out at the asphalt, is Stella. Gertrude runs up to her and sits in Stella's lap. Gertrude, you're back. Don't scare me like that again. You sit on the log beside her. Lothier, how did you... Wait, did Gertrude come get you? Wow, she must think I'm dying or something. Oh. Oh. What are you doing out here? There was something I had to check out. I've been sitting here since last night, just waiting. But nothing's happened. I'll probably just head home. It's not too long. Oh. What is this place, Stella? Why are you here? Stella faces you for a moment, desperate eyes trying to force out words a part of her thought she would never have to say out loud. And then she turns back to the road. This is where the accident happened. My parents died on this bend in the road. They were taking me to college. I was lying in the back seat. It had just rained, and the sun was finally coming out. Oh, shoot. So this, like, just happened. This wasn't like, oh, childhood, whatever. This is like, oh my god, cutscene? This happened, like, 1 or 2 years ago. Holy moly. Oh my god. She survived because she was lying down? Oh my god. Oh my god. They're gonna show, like, these, like, headless corpses. That's gonna be crazy. Oh, F, bro. Yeah, I would never get into a car either. Sorry, I know it's probably a bummer to talk about. It was awful. Really messed me up for a while. I'm surprised you're not still messed up. Hello? I think I'm still messed up. That's what I'm saying. There's whole years of my life after the accident that feels like they just never happened. Like every time I try to remember them, it's blank. I have all these videos sitting on my channel that I don't even remember filming. It's scary. At least it hasn't been like that for a while. Thank God. I've never talked about this stuff before with anyone. Not even Tabitha? Not even Tabitha. Not for lack of trying, but I don't know. Maybe I did something wrong. So much I don't remember. For all I know, I was terrible to her. The two of you stare out at the road. I think the accident's probably why I got into ghost hunting. I think I just wanted to see them again. I wanted to know whether I even could. I never found anything, so I eventually gave up. Then last night happened. Hi, Twit. Welcome in. And I ran out there to see if maybe it would happen with them too. Even if it meant seeing the crash again, or seeing them all messed up and dead. I just wanted to see them. It's been a whole day. I don't think they're coming. Take her hand, we could always wait a little longer. Just because they weren't here doesn't mean that they don't love you, whatever they are. They're probably somewhere better than whatever hell Charlie got trapped into. It's okay they're not coming. You don't want them to be ghosts. They died with your future on their minds. It's time for you to start living it. Do you want to say goodbye? Ooh. See, I don't want to be like, you know, it's probably actually pretty good that they're not coming, because it means that, they're not spooky ghosts. That's weird. Sure, let's do this. Actually, We could always wait a little longer. You both stare out at the quiet mountain road. Scratch up pants lazily in Stella's lap. Nothing happens. Nothing continues to happen for a few long minutes. I think I'm ready to throw in the towel. It's not like I would want to see them like that anyway. I guess I came out here hoping I might get a chance to say goodbye, or something like that. Since I didn't get a chance when they were alive. Okay. You'd always say goodbye now. Yeah, that's what we're going for. This is awesome. Stella sits in silence for a long moment, her breath slow and even. Goodbye. I love you. Don't worry about me. I'm going to be fine. She's silent again, as if waiting for a response. But it never comes. But she smiles, a lively glimmer returning to her sad eyes. That kind of felt better. I don't think I realized how much I kind of trapped myself in my own head. Thank you for breaking me out of it. She straightened up, stretching her neck. Mitcha hops down from her lap, tags jiggling in the quiet night air. We should probably head back, right? I haven't slept in a day. Before we go, I should tell you something. No, we're not telling her what happened. She doesn't need to hear about this tonight. You keep the events that transpired at the clinic to yourself, at least for now. And I suppose I could ask you to walk me home? We are not flirting with her! She is upset! Of course, lead the way. Sure, I'd both head that way anyway. Then I better get back home. Tabitha's probably worried. Just start walking. I do want to have a good relationship with my cousin. So unless Stella's like, please stay, I'm not going to. So we're both headed that way anyway. Then I better go back home. Tabitha's probably worried. Maybe she'd finally gotten used to you wandering off like this. But that doesn't seem super likely. So yeah, she's probably worried. Okay, let's get going. She scoops Genshin up under her arm, and the three of you make your way back down the mountainside, returning to the sleepy holler below. And this is me. Don't be blushing, girl. Don't do this to me. I know you said you had to head back to the estate, but do you want to come in? I can text Tabitha and tell her that you're here. I'm so scared. Hey guys, I'm so scared. Okay. If you want me to. Okay, now I'm really scared. Hello? That's an option? A romance will start a romantic arc with the character you're talking to and will lock you out of romantic arcs with other characters. That's so scary! Hey guys, so on the internet, people were just like, yeah, my favorite dating game, Scarlet Hollow. And I thought that they were, like, joking. I thought, like, that they were just being like, oh, there's this cool cast of characters, and they're, like, all, like, really attractive. Like, ooh, which character can I make happy with me? Ooh, like, I didn't think that you could actually be romantic with the characters. No. I am so okay. I was hoping you'd ask. I'd love to. Yeah, I'd feel the same way, please. Yes, please. Follow her inside. So there's no, like, option like, hey, like, we can chill if you need company. But I'm not gonna say that. Also, you're like really sad. Also, you're like sad. Like that's weird, right? Like that's weird. Yeah, this is the reason why I will probably be single for the rest of my life, but that's okay. I surely head back to the estate. Tabitha probably worried about me. I'm so sorry, dude. Don't feel bad. This is so awkward. Those expressions sinks a little, though she tries to hide it. I'm so sorry. This is so awkward. Oh, yeah, she probably is. I shouldn't have kept you out so late. I'm sorry. This is so awkward. I want to go home. Hopefully she doesn't give you an earful because of me. I'd rather get to bed. See you tomorrow. Thanks again for coming out there to find me. I didn't realize how much I needed to just talk to somebody. See you tomorrow. She gives you a tired wave before retreating into her house. Can you not be here? Time for you to go home, too. You're so scary. He appeared as if out of nowhere, close streak with what at first looks like blood and gore, but quickly realized it's paint, evidence of his altercation with Reese. I'll walk you. I don't know. I want you to. That's really scary. I can punch him? Sorry. That's really funny. You have the same soundtrack, by the way, as the Stone things, and I don't think, musically wise, that's a good indication. I'm scared. No way, dude. I'm walking home by myself. Walk away. Thank God you're okay. I was worried Reese might have gotten you. Thanks, I appreciate the company. Let him walk you home. Run away. I kind of do want him to walk me home, but I am scared of him. Now I'm just gonna let you walk me home. Yes. Shall we? You're really scary. Wayne walks just ahead of you in near complete silence. That's okay. Did you know Reese was like that? I thought you wanted to stay at the estate. Aren't you going to lecture me? Why are you following me around? Why not Stella or Kanika or Sybil? Why not Tabitha? Thanks for looking out for me tonight. I don't need you looking out for me all the time. I'm glad you're okay. I was worried Reese might have. Seems like Reese gave you a run for your money. Thought you might have done something bad to Stella. I found your family's death record today. Things aren't adding up. Oh, my family. I don't think that's a good idea. This is so scary. How did you know Reese was like that? I knew he was different. How exactly, I wasn't sure, but now I know. Why are you following me around? Because you're special. Ooh, don't tell me that. That's really scary. Don't tell me that. But why? Why am I so special? You simply are. That's so scary. Do you not feel the ties that bind us? They are unbreakable. That's so scary. Bro sounds like he is flirting with me, but also I'm like really scared. Found my family's death records today. Things aren't adding up. Good. You're starting to see the holes then. Look for more. So you wanted me to stay at the estate. Aren't you going to lecture me? You were free to make your own decisions, and those decisions have been made. I know that something pulls at you, and now that it's started, I know that you cannot stop until your task is finished. I'll keep you safe while you do what you must. You don't need to keep coming up with new topics of conversation to fill the silence. You're tired. It's been a long night. You should rest. Alright, that's good because that was the last question I wanted to ask. Wayne remains silent for the rest of the journey back to the estate. So scary, dude. I'm sure we'll see each other tomorrow. That's awesome. You should try to spend some time in that old building before you head to town. Tabitha won't be around, too busy at the mines. Forbidden places won't be forbidden without her. Without her to stop you, and you might be surprised at what you find. Until then, sleep well. Capitalism bureaucracy make me want to take a skydiving lesson without the parachute. There's so little allowance for nuance anymore, I don't want to scream. But anyway, this fellow seems lovely. It's nice to see our specialness. I'm so sorry, Chaos. If I do another playthrough of this, I probably would flirt with Wayne because it'd be really, really, really funny to see, like, how he would react to that. But, like, I'm so scared of everyone right now. Holy moly. He disappears into the underbrush. Go home. I'm so scared. The estate feels empty when howling through its abandoned halls. The very foundation creaked beneath you. Your cousin must have already gone to bed. Yeah, I'm going to bed. F this, bro. Exhaustion beyond belief. You stumble into your room and collapse on the bed. The damp smell of the mattress is starting to become almost welcoming. A sign that the now daily horrors of Scarlet Hollow are finally behind you. At least until the sun inevitably rises once again. You close your eyes, your exhausted body succumbing to sleep almost immediately. As you drift off, you think of Reese, trapped in that tiny, windowless room. All his greatest fears realize, his body no longer his own, but you stopped him from killing Dr. Kelly. The world, at least for now, is protected from him. And then you think of nothing. This is the end of Chapter 4. Chapter 5 finally awaits. Just gonna... That's awesome! They're gonna get you? That's what I'm saying, dude! I think episode 5 is the last one they've released so far. We're currently on Thursday. Funeral's on Sunday. So there's still, like, a few chapters. That's crazy. That's crazy. Dang. Well, that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for being here. Okay, we're gonna quit out of this also. Quit. Yes. Alright. Thank you guys so much for being here. It's time for me to go make dinner. I'm making quiche today. And quiche takes me a long time to make. Because I don't really know how to make it. So we're gonna raid someone. I don't know who. Who do we raid? I might just raid Linsuki. Quiche! Dude. Like, I know how to make quiche, but, like, not, like... Okay, so, like, there's some foods that, like, I know how to make so well that, like, I'm just able to be, like... Brain, turn off. Make food. But quiche is not one of them. Which means I have to, like, read the instructions as I'm... Anyways, it just takes longer. But apparently I made it really good last time. So we're gonna try to repeat that. Although last time I didn't cook the bacon. My mother cooked the bacon. I do not like cooking bacon. You just throw stuff in egg and bake? Pretty much, yeah. Like, it's not hard to make quiche. Like, it's not, like, it's not a hard thing. Anyways, the point is that I don't like cooking bacon. So I'm gonna ask one of my parents really nicely to cook the bacon for me. Anyways, I'm gonna raid Linsuki. I will see you guys over there. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully, probably an early stream. Although it might be a short early stream, because I may or may not have plans. I don't know. I don't know yet. I might not. I'll see you guys over there. Hope you guys enjoyed. I don't know what game they are playing. I'm gonna be really honest. It just says the most unhinged game I've ever played on stream. I don't I don't know what this game is. I don't know what's happening. Alright. Bye-bye! Bye! Bye-bye! Bye! Bye! Bye!
Bye.